Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another FloGrappling live stream here, calling in from an undisclosed location. I don't know if you guys have been here on these streams before. Maybe you have. Maybe you've joined every single one that I've ever done, and that would be impressive. But maybe you haven't. And if this is your first time joining into a live stream, welcome. And if you've been here before, then you'll notice, I got a little something different. There used to be a window right there. I hung up these curtains so there's no more windows. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we're going to keep doing cool stuff with this setup. But Officer Juice, first chatter of the day, says Jesus lives. All right. Shout out Jesus. Shout out Officer Juice. Thanks for joining in to the stream. But, feel free to obviously drop some chats and whatnot. Let me know where you guys are from, who all's in here, who's watching, how's everybody doing? We got to talk about how everybody's doing. But today on today's stream, I think the plan is to rewatch. So obviously it's not live, but for us to watch the 2026 ADCC West Coast Trials finals. Obviously that just went down like last weekend, I believe. I can't remember for sure. Time moves. BJJ Cringe says WSP. Wisp to you too, BJJ Cringe. So we're going to watch the finals. And then from there, I don't know. The world is our oyster, The world is our oyster from there on what we want to do after that. We could just try and cherry pick some sick matches I can pull up. We can watch some dope ones. I mean, we could watch Brasileiros. We can do pretty much anything we want. There's no rules here in the Alley Cats Anonymous here, on the sneaky underground live streams that we put on. Flo doesn't even know about this, dude. Don't tell anybody. But let's go ahead and get started watching some of this stuff. I see some people. Finals was last Sunday. Yeah, I guess it was like 6 days ago. It's hard to keep track of everything, bro. Yeah, it was Sunday. So this went down Sunday, April 19th, was whenever it was actually live. We're gonna watch the replay and everything. But I need you guys. I got to crowdsource here a little bit let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You got the right idea, Shay Greenlaw 2432. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. But let me see here. 1 second. I don't know what's going to be the best option, whether I play it with audio, because there's commentary on it. And me sitting quietly is not an option. I'm going to be talking. So, let me know if you guys, do you like hearing the commentary a little quieter in the background so that we still get some ambient noise and everything from the venue and whatnot? Or do you want no match audio? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me hear what they're saying. Yeah, so this is obviously all of the finals. They're starting top to bottom. It's going to be like Liz Mitrovic, Paige Borras first, then Nick Hartman, Francis Pignoti-Pan, Elder Cruz, Stefan Banta, Sarah Galvao, Judea, Reber, Ryan Akin, Nathan Haddad, Michael Sainz, Max Hansen, Valerie Hamilton, which is Valerie Wong. I think she got married, if you guys aren't sure. And then Shalea, Lindsay, going against her, and then Dom Mahia and Gianni Grippo. You said just low audio, so kind of like how I have it right now is good. You guys want me to skip all the theatrics, or are you trying to watch the theatrics? I don't know what kind of freaky stuff you guys are into, bro. You gotta let me know. What kind of freaky stuff are you guys into whenever you're watching something like this? You like the theatrics? You like the audio? The hell? All right. We're cruising now, boys. We are cruising now. Take a little sip of this Noble Joe's, this new spot in Austin. Everyone's all hyped on Noble Joe's coffee. You guys know about it?
Lindsay is somebody that nobody had their eyes on. She came out, beat one of the higher seeds, and has been looking forward to that.
Were you guys watching Trials live? Have you already seen all this? Were you watching this dude is funny. This dude is really funny. I don't really know who this guy is. I have no. I'm not a part of like the team that hires the commentary and stuff. But that dude's really funny. He's always. I see he was on the last Who's Number One. They're always rocking. He's always rocking this like black turtleneck. But like some of the lines he says are nuts. Like they're just out of nowhere. Like it's like he's doing like a throwback to like 80s, 90s radio, like with just these weird like one-liner hits. I don't know. You guys, you'll hear them. You'll hear some of them, but. You were working? All right, perfect. They had to gate up. We'll never get the coach to a crowd hype again. Yeah, I mean, to be honest though, like with the whole off the mat stuff, that stuff is cool sometimes, but like it had went too far with ADCC. It became a thing where like each mat's like what they wanted their mat to be the craziest and like to go the most off the mat and do the most jiu-jitsu off the mat and like yeah, Cody Steele suplexing a dude off the mat is cool and finishing it, but it's like also that shit's dangerous, bro. Like it went too far. There needed to be a little bit of a course correction. Wasn't it over? ADCC Trials is over, but we're watching what went down Sunday last week. So we're rewatching the finals from last weekend. Because listen, guys like BJJ Cringe were working. They weren't able to watch it, so here we go. I'm bringing the stream to the people. Oh, yeah, just being like Matt side. Like, you can still see like how they have it like this, where there's still areas and stuff you can get on. It's just like some areas are, like, I guess it's like a give and take. You know what I mean, Shay? Like, if it's just non-gated the whole way around, and it's like everyone can be everywhere they want to be on every part of beside the mat, then it's like it's hard for the athletes, coaches to get where they're trying to go. It's hard for media to get around. So I think that's a good compromise, just having like one side where you can get on the mat and everything, and then the other side's being kind of barricaded. I say that it sounds like I'm a pro barricade guy. I went to a Drain concert in Austin a couple weeks ago. It was Drain, No Pressure, and Haywire, which I love the band No Pressure. They're probably my favorite out of all those, but Drain was awesome too. And I went there and they had the stage barricaded, and I was like so pissed. I was like, this is so lame, dude. Like, we're really going to barricade this? Like, I feel like most of those bands, this whole thing is how crazy the crowd gets, like people getting on stage, jumping off, you know. That's just like a major part of the show. So then barricades were whack. So that's the situation where I didn't like the barricades, I guess, is my point there. Yeah, thanks. I love these lives you do rewatching ADCC. Hell yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Glad I could do it. You guys hearing that? Them trumpets? This is the walkout for the dudes from the Mets. Just me breathing heavy, dancing, while you guys quietly hear the music. That's so funny. Maybe I should have turned up the music if I was going to start just dancing and breathing heavy. That's me in the club. How do you feel about the PGF couches? I feel like they need to go. I mean, I guess this is my take on the PGF couches, since you asked. Like, I think it's an interesting vibe, but I think they've nailed it as like their thing, you know? It's like the couches are now synonymous with the event. And to be honest, like creating branding in that way where you have stuff that if people see it, they immediately associate it with your brand and recognize your brand for it. That's like really hard to do. And so at this point, I think they got to keep the couches. Like, honestly, like I think the couches have made like a unique thing around the event, you know? It's how everyone's just chilling in these couches. It's like this kind of like, it's like this like back alley, like lounge thing, you know? It's like somebody snuck into a dive. It's like you found this secret little dive bar in a back alley somewhere, and there just happened to be a jiu-jitsu event going on. So I can get down with it. I think, especially for them now that they're like branding and everything is kind of tied in with it, that's a good thing, you know? So if I was them, I would keep it. Do 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 do. Them trumpets get going, you know what I'm saying? My hips start talking. Them trumpets get going, my hips start talking. Our viewership in the lady department is gonna go through the roof, boys. It's gonna go through the roof, all right? Make sure, hey, tell your old lady to not tune in. You know what I'm saying? If them trumpets start going and my hips start talking, woo-wee. All right, I can skip ahead some. I don't know why we're actually just sitting here watching all these lights and whatnot. There we go. We're getting some actual walkouts now. I feel like that was like the longest intro of all time. So we got Elizabeth Mitrovic, former trials champ. Got a stern look on her face. Got a stern look in her eye. She's not here to play games, okay? And you can tell that by the way she is. So, but Elizabeth Mitrovic is an absolute beast for sure. Then she's going to be going up against Paige Borras Clymer. Definitely two scrappers. I feel like Paige definitely brings like a little more strength to the table, you know, a little more, you know, physicality and grit. And I feel like Elizabeth brings like a really tough guard, some kind of like very tricky technical jiu-jitsu. So.
ADCC West Coast Trials, the finals kicks off in the female plus 65 kilo category. Liz Mitrovic and Paige Borras.
Maybe I'll grow to like them, but they protect people on the couches so much the refs literally tackle the athletes, prevent them from hitting the couches. Yeah, I don't like when that happens. I will say this is, and if you guys have watched this before, maybe you've heard me say this. I'm not cool with referees touching athletes. Like I don't get down with that, to be honest. I think people think for some reason it's like a little more okay. Like I get if you need to like stop it and it's like you're protecting someone from danger. But overall, I think we should be limiting the amount of time a referee is touching an athlete as much as possible. And maybe that's, you know, maybe I'm projecting my own stuff. Like, I don't really like being touched by people, to be honest. Like, even when I train, it's like, I'm cool with that side of it because it's like, I get what we're doing. I know what we're supposed to be doing. But, like, even afterwards, like, even like when you give the little handshakes at the end, like good training, you know, sometimes there's this guy in my gym who's like kind of like will grab on you and like grab your shoulders and squeeze them a little. And it's like, hey, you can touch me whenever we're training and that's it. Like outside of that, it's inappropriate to touch on me, bro. Like, I don't know what the freak we're doing there. But so, yeah, you're right. They do get a little like aggressive with like protecting the couches and all that. The couches and a money bag like a strip club, but hella gay, he said. Fair enough. It's the type of club for me, though. Hey. Is the audio working for you guys? Does it work like this?
She has looked very relentless this weekend.
Same.
Seconds. And again, there are no points here in the first 4 minutes of these finals, and then we'll have points throughout the match and even in overtime after that. But again,
for you know what you guys did see. Yeah, Matt Silva, you like your little joke? For what you guys did see of trials, you know, if you were able to catch some of it, even if it was just, I mean, that was insane right there. That was insane. And then we got freaking Reed just blocking it. What the hell, dude? What the hell? Are we going to have to stomp him out next time we see him? Reed's a good guy. I like Reed and all, but we're going to have to stomp him out because he was in the camera's way right there? Lord forgive us, you know. We might have to stomp out Reed. But out of what you guys did see from trials last weekend, whether it be clips or watching it live, you know, what stood out to you guys? What's kind of what do you think the big shit is after this ADCC West Coast Trials? What kind of stuff are you the most hype on? Let me know in the chat so we can talk about it. I'm gonna share this stream on Instagram real quick. So I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you.
Really trying to isolate one of your appendages. What would be the pivot or change that you might make?
I think she definitely needs to focus on the fact that she is reaching a lot. That's why both of her arms are exposed in these exchanges. So she has to fix that now in the fight. As an athlete, you have to be able to correct these moments in the match. So it'd be good to see her correct that, keep her elbows in, keep her knees in, start to work a nice active guard, which it looks like she's starting to get back to.
Under 5 minutes to go here on our first bout of the day on FloGrappling. And like we say, this rule set is a little bit different.
I got so much FOMO since it was in my state. Where you live in California? You should have been there, bro. You should have called in sick for work. Like, sorry, bro. Trials is on.
Going back on these legs, which she's had success with the entire weekend. And again, you have long limbs here with Mitrovic. You know, I think
Jinx said happy for Grippo. Win, loved his multiple short chokes. Not always easy to finish on the back. Definitely, dude. Johnny's still getting it done. Johnny winning was that was pretty sick.
That's a good thing about the ADCC rule set. You know, you can sit back on those legs and create an attack because everybody wants to see the finish ultimately without giving up those points, you know?
Fresno.
Now points are on. You do have a top and bottom player. Got her stacked.
I've never been to Fresno. Is it cool?
A lot of pressure from Paige coming down.
Shot that
Nice omoplata came out of nowhere.
All right, I posted it.
And this is where I think Paige is dangerous. I really do from this open guarded position. I think she has access to the legs. She's strong. She's explosive.
She is. She's very good pressure passing, and then she'll switch to some nice fast speed passing. So she's very dangerous when you don't have any good connections on her.
I'm sure it's yeah.
Elizabeth's goal to get a good connection.
He's been a little much after this one, but I'm not going to talk any more about him, to be honest with you guys.
Oh wow,
she's gonna score.
Yeah, she's gonna get the two.
She's gonna get the two.
Sweep for that.
I feel that Paige didn't fight hard enough for that.
I don't think Paige fell back on any type of submission.
No,
Yeah,
it's
two's up on the board with 3 to go. And Mitrovic, you know, showing why she's savvy from the bottom there. And look at this. May answer right back, or let's see if she turtles.
All right.
Oh, she's going to eat that sweep. Oh.
All right, it's posted. Sorry, I'll get off my phone now. Sorry, boys and ladies.
Again, I don't think Mitrovic fell back on anything. I could be wrong.
There it is.
So there we go. 2-2. Paige versus Elizabeth Mitrovic. This is what's insane about some people with really good guards and stuff is their ability to kind of just stay compressed under like an inversion like this where then someone's putting down heavy pressure. That shit sucks, dude. Like it's like if I end up like in this position in the gym, I'm getting out of there first chance I get.
Yeah, that's the other opponent on the mat, man. That time clock.
The time.
You boys, you guys heard that commentator say anything crazy yet? He'll drop some crazy lines.
You know, if they go to overtime in 2 minutes, they're going to be starting back up on their feet, and her legs are going to be cooked. Paige looks pretty fresh.
Jasmine's pretty sick on commentary, though. I don't know how much you guys listen to Jasmine on the commentary. She's pretty sick at commentary. She has like this cool nonchalant way of doing it. Not happy Michael Sainz won. His antics are douchebaggy. I disagree. I mean, Michael's really cool. He's a really nice kid. I think for sure in competition, like he likes getting amped up, you know, he likes being entertaining, but I think the sport benefits from guys who are willing to be entertaining, you know. That's a fun part of sports for me is like when dudes are bold personalities and they're willing to, you know, engage in matches and talk a little smack and like put it on the line like that. I just personally think that's like a fun aspect of sports. I know some people are like Bushido code, sportsmanship, you know, which I think is a good thing to maintain some of those values that makes martial arts special for sure. But definitely I'm a little more into, you know, the overall entertainment aspect of some of that stuff. What's up, Lonnie Leo? Makes more of a story in my opinion. Yeah, I kind of agree. It's like it gives more things for people to latch onto. And like with that, there's always going to be people who dislike it, which is also fine. You know what I mean? It's not, you have your preference of what you kind of like, you know, if you like those antics or you don't like those antics, like it's kind of your opinion. But either way, someone who's willing to do it, it gives people to kind of like latch on to and to like form an opinion on and to like watch and all that. So I do think it's overall like a good thing, in my opinion. Yeah, Brazilians love respect until. Oh, you retracted it, BJ Cringe. I already read it. Everyone knows now. Everyone knows what you said. Matt Silva had a blast at trials. The action and pacing was twice as fast as the last West Coast Trial I did back in 2024. For sure, dude. I feel like they definitely killed it. Mo and that crew, you know, they're always locked in with trials, getting better and better. And this one did definitely kind of run super well. There were kind of some built-in breaks kind of to help out with stuff, but you know, those are good sometimes. Good for the athletes. Good to like production has to kind of like readjust stuff. It's fun watching someone you don't like losing as well. Yeah, I mean, it's like that's why WWE, whether you like pro wrestling or not, like that's why pro wrestling has kind of such a good thing going, because they can bake in the people you cheer for and the people you boo, you know, which is like, that is a good thing in sports where it's like, you know who to boo, you know who to cheer for. So you're always, you know, kind of like rooting for someone, rooting against someone. That like adds a cool element. So like pro wrestling, when someone walks out and they're like, you know, a villain and everyone just gets to boo them, like that is like a sick aspect of it. You like Varela and you love Wagner Hosha. He's a beast, but Sainz' brand is different. That's interesting. What's like, what do you think the difference is there, Jinx It, that's making it where you kind of like Varela, you like Wagner, who are like very, you know, forward trash talking type of guys, but you don't like Michael. But here we go. We're in overtime now with Paige and Elizabeth. No guard pulling. No guard pulling now.
You know, Paige is going to have to really start to pick up the pace here because Mitrovic definitely has been the aggressor in this overtime.
Paige and Sloan rocking those little nose strips all the time now. Literally, every time I've seen Sloan for like last few times I've seen him, he just has it on nonstop. To be honest, bro, I got a bad sniffer on me. My sniffer's pretty messed up. I don't breathe out of my nose super well. I just think I have like genetically bad nose, as well as just being messed up from sports and stuff, I assume. But they're rocking those nose strips. I might start rocking the nose strips. I'm too scared to rock a nose strip and go to training, because I feel like if you're doing that, you're like telling people you're like, oh, I'm about to scrap today, you know. Just Calaman getting in the chat there, but wrestle is more fun than pulling guard. The nose strips do work, to be honest, especially like for sleeping and stuff. Why'd you send the sad face? Just Cali, man.
Gotta love Mitrovic's energy, right? Just getting after it here in overtime.
100%. You could just see it in her face that she really just wants this, you know?
I hate it when Sainz was on his back and bottom close guard and he behaved as if the opponent was stalling. We all know how it is, though. Sometimes it's hard to open. Sainz could have just open guard. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I do like Michael, though. I'm not going to act like I don't like Michael Sainz. He's the man. What do you think of Michaela Liera's run? I know it was brought up on the pod how the OGs might do against the new gen. I think he really showed out. Yeah, to be honest, Michaela Liera Jr., insane run. Like, it was like, as soon as he took the mats, like, I was curious, like, how well he would do. We got Paige in on this, this like, single. This was obviously, like, the deciding moment of the match. Going off the mats there a little bit. This is the, you know, reset moment. These are always tough. But Michaela Liera absolutely showed out. Like, his first few matches, I think he was like had all subs and he was just looking dominant, you know? I think he fought JJ Bauer, like a young kid, submitted JJ Bauer from the back. JJ Bauer is an absolute beast as well. And then he did an interview with Reed where he was saying like, yeah, no, it's like there's not a camp for this. This is 20 years of jiu-jitsu I've done, and that's what's prepared me for this. And it was like, I thought that was a cold-ass line, you know, to just be like, I didn't need to do a specific camp for trials. I've done jiu-jitsu for 20 years preparing for this kind of moment.
I don't think that was enough time. I could be wrong, but
So,
I think she got turtled off.
Michaela Liera Jr., I thought definitely showed out. He looked awesome the whole time.
Is one of the biggest things
And, like, as far as the new gen versus OG guys went, like, I think we saw a little mix of both. Like, obviously, Gianni Grippo's an OG guy.
It does. It definitely does. It's about who closes the show, man.
Yeah.
We talked about Page's
It would be cool to see him on a WNO, to be honest, especially after that. I would be into that.
Paige Borras knew exactly what
I would be into that. I might have to run it up the chain. You know what I mean?
matchup of the day here on FloGrappling.
You know, and that warning
Was there a recent rule change involving Wrestle Up?
doesn't play
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to act like I fully know the ADCC rules. They're very complicated. They're very nuanced. I've never been to like a rules seminar. Maybe I should go and become a little more knowledgeable, but they're just like, they're obviously super complicated. I do feel like I heard something about Wrestle Up rule changes. I don't know for sure.
Way to set the tone, though, right? A fantastic match.
Yeah. Hey, Josiah, you're towing the line, bro. Like, I asked you not to talk about that stuff, and then I saw you commenting about it again. Even in this kind of like backhanded way where you're saying you're not going to talk about it. You got to just chill out, Josiah. It's becoming a little much, dude. So, my dog Kona just opened the door. You want to come in? Kona, come here. Come here, girl.
Yeah, you know,
Kona's in the stream now.
I
She's back behind me.
had the lead scorecard-wise going
What's up, girl? Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here.
I think Mitrovic,
Here.
if she would've maybe did
She's
something
Kona's getting shy.
would've called
Kona's getting shy around you guys.
that last 90 seconds perfectly.
Yeah.
Made sure she maintained
say what's
being
up,
the top player. Got
All
it
right,
on
Kona
the
wants to say what's up.
got it on the single,
Say what's up, girl.
ran it out of bounds, knew she'd get the restart.
Kona says what's up. There we go. Thank you, girl. Thank you. All right, there we go. There's a Kona spotting on the stream. Hey, take her collar off, dude. All right. My dog Kona is shy.
Yeah, this is
You just hit my dog with a sup, girl? What the heck? Are you hitting on my dog right now, dude?
got that two right
Are you hitting on my dog right now, dude?
angle, and got that finish that secured this victory.
Cannot wait to see Paige Borras in September for her showdown at the ADCC.
The Los Banditos guys were ranting about the wrestle up change. Where'd they talk about that at? Send me
Just a moment.
some of that stuff. I'll check it out.
And Francis Pignoti-Pan.
Yeah, you got to be good, Josiah. Listen. I can try and put in a good word with her, but I mean, I don't think you can handle Kona. She's hardcore. Wonder if Saunders will do Sydney trials. I don't know. What did he end up placing last year? Did he medal? Did he have to fight a teammate or something in like the quarters? I can't remember for sure, but. Dominic Ducharme says Banta got robbed. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll have to see. Okay, the most recent Owen and Charles Experience podcast on Spotify. What'd they have to say about it? They were into it or not into it? Look at Majid. What's Majid doing over there? Eating a little popcorn? Got Majid and Glover just eating a little popcorn, chilling. Nice. Dude, there's this clip we have of Majid he's taking he has sunglasses on, like these like 90s style sunglasses, taking a sip of coffee, and then like has a toothpick in his mouth while he's doing it. It's sitting in the corner coaching somebody. It's just like the funniest clip. Like imagine you look over in your opponent's corner and you see Majid just wearing sunglasses with a toothpick sipping coffee. Like you're screwed, bro. And your opponent walks out wearing a t-shirt and board shorts. Every dude I saw Majid coaching was rocking a t-shirt and board shorts. Like every surf fight dude just rocks the exact same Majid fit. It's like, which I think is a sick fit, to be honest. And they all have shaggy hair. I'm just like, is Majid accumulating just an army of little mini Majids just out there freaking rocking what he rocks, doing what he does? Kind of sick. Oh, shit. Michael Sainz in the chat with the super chat. Oh, man. Oh, baby. What a good man, Michael Sainz, coming in here, dropping the $4.99. Here, bro, I'll help out a small streamer like yourself. Don't spend it all in one place. What a dog, Michael Sainz, the trials champ. It's sliding me a 5 boner. You know what I'm saying? Them 5 bones coming straight from Michael Sainz. Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate that. Hey, Jinx, it was talking shit on you, Michael. He's in the chat right now. You tell him what's up. Not into. I thought it's awesome from the description. It really punishes guard players who absolutely refuse to stand up, which is cool. Trey, where does the money go to? To be honest with you guys, I have no idea. The money's connected to some Flow Sports account. It goes in and then just disappears somewhere in the Flow Sports either regions. So I don't really know. Michael Sainz just gave basically not me, but someone at Flow $5. It's probably like some like ad sales guy or something. Probably just has his bank account linked to it. But you know, I'll just take 5 of my own dollars and pretend as though it's now money from Michael Sainz, and I'll give myself something nice, you know. And I will spend it in one place. I'm not sure where yet, but I'll drop it all. But I appreciate that, Michael. Thanks for joining in the stream. Yeah, Flo is thanking you, Michael. No, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I mean, I kind of like do a lot of stuff for the FloGrappling YouTube channel, but when it comes to like where the money ends up, like, I don't know, dude. Someone higher up than Flo or higher up at Flo than me, freaking, they got that sorted out. I've always wondered, what if a little old Trey just, you know, reconnects that bank account, has it going, get that ad revenue going to his way, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, Tristan Sainz, he won up the lowest ranking Sainz brother in Michael. He won up them, dropped the 10 spot. I'll always be the better brother, he says. Michael, you didn't know Michael Sainz had a brother? Michael Sainz has 5 brothers. There's 6 Sainz brothers. There's Sainz brothers you guys don't even know about. But shout out Tristan, my guy, dude. That's why Tristan's, you know, that's why he's the man. That's why he's up there. You know, we might have to break down my Sainz family rankings again. Trey, você fala português? Eu falo pouco de português. Minha português é muito mal, muito ruim. E não falo muito. So there we go. Yeah, donation war for Flow, please. Yeah, let's run it up, boys. Run it up. Just keep those donations flying, and then give me a reason to go talk to somebody and be like, yo, somebody's got to give me a little bit of that. Somebody's got to slide me a little cheddar, even if it's under the table. You know what I'm saying? I like so much that Nick style. I like Nick Hartman a lot too, dude. I've been big on Nick Hartman for a long time. He's the man. Yeah, Michael, what do you think about that? Tristan sliding in and just freaking one-upping you, dude. Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead and drop the 20 spot. Because I know if Kyle joins in, Kyle's going to be dropping, like, he's not going to be messing around with this chump change, you know? If Bundy signs, gets in here, he's going to be dropping racks. He's probably going to be dropping, like 10K easy, and he won't even see a difference in his account. He won't even see a difference. Y você habla español? Saludos a Argentina. Yo hablo mucho poquito español. I speak less Portuguese less Spanish than I do Portuguese. Suas Portuguese now e tal him assim consigo entender. It's not too bad. You can understand me. Yeah, I better drop the Cash App. Yeah, Nick Hartman's story was unbelievable, to be honest. Like, I talked about this on the podcast a little bit, and a lot of times it feels like, you know, why are we doing this? You know, like, are we just doing this to watch people be good at jiu-jitsu? Like, that's cool and all, but there's not like a bigger meaning to it. But then for Nick to kind of break down like his whole goal, which was to win trials, to give himself a platform so that he could talk about his daughter. His daughter is dealing with I think it's called RTD type 2. It's she lost her vision and hearing, and so she's so Nick wanted to win trials so that he could have a platform, so he could put a message out there and say that he's looking for doctors, he's looking for hospitals that can help with his daughter. And I mean, that was a powerful thing, man. To see a father have a goal and to basically take his skills and the things he's good at and use that in a way where he's able to like then achieve something so that he can kind of help bring up his daughter and help out his family. Like, that was pretty incredible, man. That was special stuff. But is this live? I swear I saw Nick winning this someday, yo. No, we're rewatching the finals from last Sunday. So this was live on Sunday, April 19th. We're just kind of rewatching it for anybody who missed it or anything, you know. So that's why we're watching it. Francis is huge, dude. He's a big boy.
He was probably just 10-fingered on there.
Hey, you're the man though, Tristan, dropping that 10. That's what I'm talking about. That's my guy.
So he got one more for the entirety of the match before those.
Yeah, we posted Nick's post-match interview on the FloGrappling Instagram right afterwards where he talked about the full situation. So, I mean, go check that out. You might have to scroll a little bit, but it's still on there on the Instagram. Go check that out. Share it if you can. Like, I mean, it would be great if the jiu-jitsu community could help Nick kind of like find some of the stuff he's looking for to get help for his daughter and his family. So Nick's got a cool style where it's like, even in this position where it seems like he's just like in such a bad spot, you know what I mean? It feels like even it's like just getting smashed in bottom, but the reality is that he's always just like one quick move away from ending it all. And like, here you go, you see him kind of get into the legs, get in the straight ankle. He's got a nasty ankle lock and gets the finish there, wins trials. Yeah, I mean, that run was special. Shout out Robert Drysdale in the corner.
Another former ADCC champion. Hartman's got to be feeling fantastic right now.
But there we go. Nick Hartman punches his ticket to Poland. Very special moment there for him.
A silver at the last one. To finally punch your ticket and just do what you know you could do there's no greater feeling.
You still in here, Michael and Tristan? Say what's up, boys. Where you think is the best level of jiu-jitsu in Europe? Or first I'll answer, is Nick from the U.S.? Yeah, he's from the U.S. Where you think is the best level of jiu-jitsu in Europe? I think Poland has super high level right now. I think UK, Norway always historically has really high. Yeah, Michael's still in here. What's up, my dog? We're getting to your match soon, bro. We're going to heavily analyze Michael Sainz' match. We're going to get to the bottom of everything he does. What he does right, what he does wrong, what he doesn't do that he should be doing. You know, we're really going to dive into Michael Sainz' jiu-jitsu on this live stream. Yeah, Europe is super strong right now, jiu-jitsu wise. I think Europe's one of the most fun little pockets of jiu-jitsu to watch. All right, up next we got Stefan Banta and Elder Cruz. I want serious glaze. My dog, Kyle. Dude, the number one, the greatest Sainz has entered the chat. 100% Kyle Sainz, the top dog for a reason. Now, listen, Tristan said Trey's the GOAT. I appreciate that, Tristan. You're up there too, dude. You're very high in the rankings. But Kyle Sainz has entered the chat, and he does what only Kyle can do, man. Kyle, people are talking about the success of Michael, and a very successful guy. He won trials, incredible. But Kyle's just on a different level, dude. I mean, he is an absolute dog, you know? As soon as Kyle will probably win trials like next cycle. I assume he'll just win his first one. Just an absolute beast, you know? But there he is, making it known. 20 bones from Kyle. And that's just, like, that's probably 0.0000001% of what's just in his account currently. I mean, Kyle's got it all. The money, the fame, the glory, the girls, you name it, Kyle Sainz has got it, you know? So shout out Kyle. Michael said this is out of hand.
The second European, Eli Braz, the first South American, Vinicius
I don't think Europe has that many champions or qualifiers right now. Well, I mean, they have the same amount of qualifiers from the trials as everyone else because each region does 2 qualifiers. I just kind of like, yeah, I still think it's probably like what? Brazil's probably the best still at jiu-jitsu. Hard not to argue that, especially gi and no gi. Then I would say America. But then, like, you know, Europe's obviously like a lot of countries, but I would definitely say like Europe is up next. The European trials were sick to watch. It was super fun watching the European trials. I still think ADCC West Coast Trials is probably the best trials, to be honest with you. Just out, like, overall, just like the best trials, one of the hardest, most entrants, most fun to watch, craziest stories. But like, I think Euro trials is probably like the second up next if we're ranking the trials. My dog, Kyle. Thank you for that, my man. You're the man, Kyle.
That man, Stefan Banta, who looks like he comes from
74 of 5,000 in the 2024 statistics. What does that even mean? Stefan Banta's a big boy too. It's kind of crazy that Elder and Stefan Banta are both under 99. China has some like kind of up and comers and stuff for sure. Yeah, Joseph Chin.
Stylistically, honestly, I see Elder really being the top player here. Elder usually does.
I'd say maybe even both Canada and Australia are better than any single European nation at no-gi BJJ. I don't know. I don't know if India is pretty good as a whole. They just have Rajesh Dewan, who's kind of now putting on for India. He's like really the only Indian grappler I've seen kind of do something big, which like he submitted PJ at an open, which is obviously big, but that's not like winning trials or something. And then he won on Who's Number One, so that was obviously good. But I definitely think the European competitors are very innovative. They're always kind of like bringing their own style and everything to it, which is cool to watch. All right, so here we go. We got Elder Cruz and Stefan Banta.
1 second he's right in front of you, and then he's behind you, and you're hitting the mat.
Yeah, and he'll do this minus 99. He'll do minus 88. He'll do plus 99.
Well, they're good at cricket. True that, brother.
He's just a big, strong individual. So hard to turn over. So hard to take down.
He's a very hard guy to score on, especially in this rule set. So Banta's got to be very smart on what he does.
Now, Jay, you mentioned the stylistic similarities here, both opting to be top players more often than not. When you have that type of clash where both of you want to do the same thing, what is the traditional maybe pivot to make sure that you come out on top?
Wow. I mean, easier said than done for no matter what I say. But, I mean, honestly, especially, each of these guys playing each other, I think forward shooting is just going to be difficult to put either of these guys on their butt. They're going to have to play to the outside, drags, ducks, things like that, 2-on-1s. And there you see them trying to snatch single. Singles are a great idea, too. It stops them.
All right.
It stops them from being able to turn. It can lead to the body lock.
100%. Elder's got a great single. Good
Serious question. Is there any limits on how short your shorts can be? I mean, can you pull up in Speedos?
But Banta is no joke.
Yeah, I think you can, to be honest.
Taking down Stefan Banta would be like trying to take down a brick wall.
100%.
I think it probably is something you could do. I'm trying to think of a situation if I've seen someone at trials in a Speedo before. It seems like something that's probably happened, but I can't remember a specific instance. I mean, people compete in the gi at ADCC trials and everything.
Not to neutral yourself out, but almost to be like, I'm going to put myself here rather than just accept the takedown, defend it, and go to bottom. I wouldn't hate that if I was Banta and maybe wrestling up to try to get the score in.
That's what you're trying to see, Lonnie?
Whole lot has to happen before them. Elder loves
Little Speedo competitor? Hey, Michael Sainz, next time at ADCC Worlds, we're going to need you to compete in a Speedo. Everybody flood the chat. Tell Michael Sainz he's got to compete ADCC Worlds in a Speedo if he's really down for the people.
He's like guiding the dance, if you look at it like that.
We got to convince him. We got to peer pressure Michael Sainz into competing in a Speedo at the World Championship.
5:10 left on the clock. Over a minute until those points kick in.
Yeah, to be honest with you guys, I remember watching this match. I don't think this match is going to be the most exciting. Speedos in North-South, yes. That's crazy work, brother. That's crazy work. You're on demon timing with that. This is the North American Trials. So this was in Pomona, California.
Is about figuring out your partner and making them frustrated, get them a little tired.
But yeah, if I remember right, you guys can see me in the background there. This is me right there. This is freaking. How about that? I'm wearing the same hat. We're time traveling. We're tearing down the space-time continuum right now with this. Pause from Miami, my G. Yeah. Hey, yo, Michael's from Miami. Them Miami boys, they probably are rocking the Speedos, to be honest. Out there on like South Beach or something, you know? Some crazy boys.
That's your moment where you're dragging, you're taking your shot on the
I didn't even know this till recently, but there's 6 total Sainz brothers. You guys do not want to see that. Yeah, Tristan's probably right. Tristan's probably right. Michael's kind of a hairy dude. He's got hairy legs and stuff. That might be too much, you know. Well, we can't be talking about this too much on the live stream now. My apologies for getting us down this rabbit hole.
Cruz feinting shots,
and you see him committing more.
But the Saints, I just recently learned they got their oldest brother Corbin. Then they have another brother named Michael, and then Michael 2, which is the one who won trials, and then we got Tristan, Chingy, Kaio, and I think that's all of them. Trey, should I order a burger or should I put my frozen pizza in the oven? Order that burger, bro. Treat yourself. Come on now. We're watching trials. We're chilling. Go ahead and get yourself a little burger. What kind of burger you gonna order? BJJ Notes app. Yo, what's up, BJJ Notes app? What's this BJJ Notes app all about? Is this sick? Should I be hip to the BJJ Notes app? Is it gonna elevate my jiu-jitsu immediately by using your app? Go ahead and plug your shit.
That was deep. Oh, you know what? Good call. I don't
think it was 3 seconds.
Yeah, he would have had to hold on and move with that shot.
Elder clearly has like better wrestling in this, in my opinion. Like I feel like he kind of controls any of the actual takedowns or shots that happen. Like there honestly like weren't that many shots and everything. I feel like Stefan doesn't really shoot that much. He's very waiting to like counter wrestle, and honestly he's just kind of like a brick wall. Like he can just like this where he just now gets heavy, gets back out of it. Before ordering, I need to know how long you are live. This has like an hour and a half left. I don't know if we'll have to watch all of it. We can skip some of it. So maybe like that. If you're worried about time-wise, then maybe just go with the frozen pizza.
But Banta's had an answer for everything Cruz has thrown at him.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Everybody lock in on their food orders while watching. BJ Notes app. And after track your BJ progress, reflect and evolve faster. Give it a shot. Greetings from Brazil. Nós cachorrada, vamos lá.
He's got a good down block, sprawling perfectly.
And those are deep shots, Jasmine. Yeah. That's not just a
that wrestling style, just wrestling, is something very American, isn't it? I mean, yeah, Elder comes up from a more traditional wrestling background, for sure. You're saying like just wrestling, like he's not like mixing in a lot of judo throws or kind of like very upright type of position. I mean, Elder definitely kind of locks in on like more of like a folk style wrestling type of vibe.
You know, unless you count completely on your corner to let you know what needs to be. You're doing
Imagine Gordon coming out of retirement, smashing everyone at ADCC 2028. I mean, I like to imagine him coming out of retirement and doing the super fight against Kynan at ADCC 2026. That would be pretty sick if he did that, but I don't know if he's gonna want to do that. I think Gordon's kind of like, you know, he's got his gym now, he's coaching, doing his thing. He's doing like cameo stuff and like all kinds of things. So I don't know. I think he's liking what he's doing. If you put a mid D2 wrestler there, would they immediately take Stefan down? I don't know, dude. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, especially with like does Stefan still get the threat of like guillotines and front headlocks and stuff? Like, can he still submit the D2 wrestler in this hypothetical?
No doubt. No doubt.
Elder's not allowing that. He's kind of like defending and cutting him loose.
Like, I definitely think it's like when you put a jiu-jitsu guy up against a legitimate high-level wrestler, they take down the jiu-jitsu guy. It's not really like, especially in like a true wrestling format, it's like really not even comparable, to be honest. What's the difference between D1 and D2 wrestling? Also, how many D1 wrestlers are there? A guy from Europe? D1 wrestlers are just a lot better, to be honest. They're just really good. I mean, you know, who should be answering these questions is the Sainz brothers. They're all like incredibly high-level wrestlers. Like, I think they're all like state champs in Florida at wrestling, high school wrestling. So what do you guys think? What do the Sainz brothers think about would a D2 wrestler come in and take down Stefan Banta? Yes or no?
So now that they've already figured each other out, they should start to play to that. And
I find the criticism of guards somewhat hypocritical when there's also that kind of boring wrestle fight. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the criticism of guards, to be honest. I think like the guard is somewhat the essence of jiu-jitsu, you know? It's like that is what kind of separates jiu-jitsu as a martial art from other martial arts like judo or wrestling is the use of a guard. And so I think when someone uses a guard effectively and offensively, it's like an incredible thing. Like, I know we talk about Levi Jones-Leary a lot on like these live streams. Seems like he's came up quite a bit, but like watching Levi play guard is an incredible thing. Like, it's awesome to watch. That might have been like the deepest we've seen kind of someone get in on a takedown in this one.
Oh, look at this.
He's trying to use it there.
Chest wrap, too.
Yeah, he's got both arms stuck in there.
I mean, they're neutral out now.
But like even in this position where it's like Stefan kind of has like a front headlock, it's like I do kind of think just like a high-level wrestler, he's going to find a way to like peek out, reshot, you know. I think that's a big difference between like jiu-jitsu wrestlers and actual wrestlers. It's like they reshoot constantly. They're shooting off of everything. Like it just like boom, get in on a leg. Like Elder gets in on a leg and then like just they both kind of reset back to like a neutral standing. I feel like actual wrestlers don't really shoot, get that deep on a leg and then completely reset to like a neutral position. It's like they shoot, get it on a leg. That guy counters. They reshot. The other guy reshoots off of that. You know, it's like kind of like a constant barrage of like stacking their shots and like getting slightly better angles in on legs and getting deeper in on it by like kind of like chaining together takedowns. I feel like that's maybe something that jiu-jitsu guys don't do as much. Oh, here we go. We got Tristan's input. Honestly, I think a D2 wrestler obviously has a higher chance to take Stefan down, but jiu-jitsu wrestling and wrestling are so different. It's hard to get takedowns, especially at ADCC. Yeah. So that's kind of similar like what I was saying. Like it's like depends on the context. Like if it's like pure wrestling, then like yes, I agree that I think a D2 guy would take Stefan down, particularly because like if you put their hands on the mat, if you get behind, like that's a takedown in wrestling. In ADCC rules, you have to have like their back on their mat, like 3/4 of their back on the mat for 3 seconds. Like that's way harder to like solidify the points and get the official takedown than kind of like wrestling rules specifically. Being able to play guard, fair, but being there and refusing to stand up, that's just wrong. Levi changed a lot. Now he plays a guard to end up in a positionally better position. Yeah, it's like I think if you're going to play guard, you have to be playing it actively and kind of like using it, you know? But that's like any position. It's like for some reason people like to peg the guard as the issue with that. It's like going mercy grips and just going head to head and not using that position to like get into a takedown, to get into a better position is the same thing as someone using a guard but not using it in like an effective or like offensive way, you know what I mean? So I don't necessarily think the guard is to blame for that. I think it's just like any position in jiu-jitsu you can be using as like not trying to advance, not trying to like do something better with. So Lachlan definitely paved the way for a lot of stuff. Like I think Lachlan kind of like for sure kind of like paved that path and walked so Levi could run, you know, but Levi certainly does very innovative stuff with his guard. It's good ADCC 29 haven't, but it's awesome that pure guard players will never win ADCC again because everyone learned from ADCC 27 2019. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know if that's... I would love that match with Gianni. It will happen one day. For sure, Tristan. Yours Gianni would be sick. Tristan Sainz, next man up. You know what I'm saying? Got a long career ahead of him. It wasn't his time this last trials, but it's going to be Tristan's time soon enough.
We talked about it so much today. We'll reiterate it so much more, but the action and initiating is really what's going to move the pendulum. Elder Cruz nonstop in that category through 12 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And he picked up the pace exactly when he needed.
Tristan, you wanna set it up where we do a live stream like this sometime? You can call in, you can watch some stuff with me. Maybe we could watch your run or something, watch a bunch of your old matches.
He knew exactly what he needed to do to get the job done here today.
Michael can come too if he really wants to.
For those that have come to the big show before, coming up next, that continues with a sensation.
You got the Andy Varela versus Dieter. I want to see this upset everyone's talking about, or robbery. Yeah, maybe after we finish watching the finals, maybe we could watch that one. I actually didn't watch that match, and I still haven't watched it yet. I was filming something else while it was going on. I haven't had a chance to go back and watch it yet. So, I mean, yeah, we can go back and watch that after the finals wrap up. We could watch that. I was thinking maybe we could watch Nathan Haddad versus Jaden Groner, just because that match was insane. The match that sent Nathan Haddad to the finals. Nathan Haddad. I'm not quite sure which is the correct pronunciation, but Nathan is coming on the podcast on Monday. We're bringing him on. He's going to talk about. We're gonna talk to Nathan. He's gonna break down his run. We're gonna learn some more about him, how he came up, you know, what his story is, all of that. So if you guys wanna learn some more about Nathan Haddad, then tune in on Monday to the FloGrappling show. It'll probably air around 4 p.m. and that'll be sick. I'm excited for that one. He's a really cool guy from just the limited interaction I've had with him. So stoked to get to know him more. All right, Tristan, let's do it. Yeah, Michael, you're invited too, Michael. I was kidding. I like when the whole Sainz family's involved. Like the show we did with you, Michael, and all your brothers coming in, your mom coming in, chiming in. The only people we didn't get Papa Sainz and we didn't get Chingy. We saw Chingy walk by, but he didn't want to, he didn't jump on and drop any bars or anything on the show. He didn't. I thought, can Chingy freestyle? Can any of the Sainz brothers just freestyle? Maybe we should have like a battle rap with all the Sainz brothers. Could be the move. But you guys are always welcome. The whole family's always welcome. I don't know what FFW a bit means.
Sarah Galvao lives up to the hype and exceeds it 100%. She's very exciting to watch.
All right, now here we go. We got Sarah Galvao. Sarah entering the bracket was definitely awesome. It's cool that Sarah is kind of just like she's doing both, you know. She's competing at Pans and beating Gabby Pisania in the absolute final. She's jumping over doing trials, just, you know, true martial artist, true jiu-jitsu, just holding it down in the gi and no gi, which is super sick to see. So Sarah's been on one of the craziest rookie black belt runs of all time. What's that? Smoke Shop? $5. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate that super chat, Smoke Shop. You are the man, Smoke Shop. Even you dropped more than Michael. You know, Michael kicked it off for us, got it going. But man, his numbers are low. His numbers are low, bro. Everybody's dropping more than Michael. You know, what do we got to do? We freestyle and we play basketball. There's no way you guys are freestyling. There's no way. I could drop a freestyle for you guys. We got to run that 3-on-3. Yeah, we're trying to set up a 3-on-3 FloGrappling versus the Sainz brothers in 3-on-3 basketball. Make a little video of it. I bet that would be awesome. I'm down to run the 3v3. Thank you for that donation, Smoke Shop. You are the man. But here we go. We got Sarah versus Jadea Reber. I believe they are former teammates.
Once again, silence falls. here in Panoma.
And Sarah's going to Sarah, man.
Wow.
I mean, in points, that's a 4-pointer right to the side there. But Reber not giving up. And great
Maybe not, yeah.
scramble.
But
Sarah's just different, you know? The people want to freestyle right here, right now. Somebody, maybe after the finals, I'll go find a beat and I'll just like freestyle to a beat.
Attacks of your own while you're on the defense.
Maybe I'll just ad lib it. You know what I'm saying? I got a red Ferrari, I play Atari, and I'm eating calamari. I'm trapping out the country club, and I'm not sorry. I took a business meeting with your chick, told her to call me. What do you think about that? That's all I got right now off the dome. Everybody rate that quick little freestyle, trapping out the country club. I always thought that was a funny thing to say, you know? From the suburbs, I'm out here trapping out the country club. When in Wear Trey, I'll catch a flight to Texas. Michael, are you coming for main character? Because, I mean, that would work. Peace Park. I'm undefeated at Peace Park in 3v3 pickup games. Austin, Texas, Peace Park. That's my stomping grounds. Sounded prepared, dude? Yeah, that's a freestyle I freestyled before. So what are you going to do about it? Bro, our freestyles are better than our jiu-jitsu. There's no way the Sainz brothers are just freestyling at a black belt level. I can't believe it, but I want to see it so bad. That would be incredible if you guys are just freestyling like that. Also, are you guys all just sitting in a room together watching on your phones so you can each comment, but sitting right next to each other? Am I getting ganged up on here?
Maybe throw something different that Sarah Galvao might not have seen in all those years of training.
Yeah, it's very
Everybody just freaking go crazy if you want to see the Sainz brothers freestyle. Here's Sarah's on the back, locking up through her naked choke.
Sarah's deep in there, man. It is tight. And she gets
I know there's some people out there, like watching on their TV, not really able to comment, who are just so annoyed how I've kind of talked about almost none of the jiu-jitsu. And, you know, that's my bad. And like I always say, feel free to mute me. I understand that. That's all right, Smoke Shop. Your super chat was blank. That's all good, bro. Say what you want to say now. I'll read it. I'll read it for you, big dog. It's the thought that counts. You don't got to send another one. Just send it in the regular chat, and I'll read whatever you were trying to say. But yeah, I know there's some people who are like, freaking, bro, is this guy, you got to say a single word about the jiu-jitsu? That's my bad. I get distracted. I like interacting with the crowd. I like interacting with the chat. It's a fun part. And like I've always say, you know, feel free to mute me. I watch most jiu-jitsu matches muted. Like, I just like to watch it and think for myself. I don't like always listening to the commentary. Some commentary is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. It's just I kind of like just watching it and deciding for myself what I think is going on. So no hard feelings there if you got to mute me. I won't be able to watch it. My subscription expires in August. You got to re-up, my dog. Got to re-up. We got a bunch of big shit going down. Yeah, Sarah's been on fire, for sure. She's competing at Brasileiros this coming weekend. Not this one right now, but next week at this same time, Sarah will be competing at Brasileiros. That's insane. All right, so up next we got Ryan Akin versus Nathan Haddad. Nathan Haddad. The Atlanta boy, the Georgia boy versus the Kentucky boy. We got Georgia versus Kentucky in this next one. A nice little matchup. Nice. How can you call pancration jiu-jitsu? Harry's TPPS. Are you the guy, Harry, who's always in the comments talking about pancration and dropping like really long comments about pancration and pancration this, pancration that? Okay, in December I will see, LOL. High key, Brother Trey is the best job ever, and I'm not even mad. I do have a great job. It's pretty sick for sure. I'm very lucky. I couldn't do it without you guys watching, though, so I appreciate you guys tuning in for stuff like this, you know? makes it where I can do cool stuff. So I try to always, you know, bring you guys as much cool shit from the jiu-jitsu world as I can in return. But definitely have an awesome job. I'm very lucky. Harry, yeah, that's you? That's you, dude? We caught you? We got you live right here? All right, say what you want to say about pancreation. Make a case for pancreation right now. But keep it short and concise, you know? I'm a jiu-jitsu guy at the end of the day. My reading level isn't too high. Who we got in the crowd? We got anybody interesting in the crowd out there? Michael Sainz just texted me. Check Insta, he said. Michael, can I play this on stream or do I need to mute myself real quick? I'm going to mute myself just in case.
One of the most impressive coaches, in my opinion, is Sean Applegate. What Akin has done, you know, over the last few years has been super, super impressive. You know, 6-0 over the weekend, 3 by way of submission. He's a machine, man.
Look at this.
Obviously, he's fantastic.
This is the Sainz family. They're all just chilling, watching together.
Try to lead Haddad into that battle here.
Got Tristan, Michael.
It's going to be a very, very good fight.
That's Chingy in the background. Chingy got a white tank top on. We got Chingy in the white beater in the background cooking something up.
He never looks like he's an
He
Asian.
never looks like it.
Everybody else in the weight class is like, man.
Look at that.
He looks like an action figure. but
Michael, you want to FaceTime in?
there's no scrub.
You want to FaceTime in with the boys?
I don't think people realize how tough this man is.
Well, he'll need all of it to topple Ryan Akin here in our 88-kilo West Coast Trials final.
Yeah, Haddad at a core combat, also 6-0 on the weekend with 3 subs. And, you know,
Played on
Haddad
stream. He
may
said,
not
"I
be
played
the
it."
name that Akin is, but,
Michael, let me know if you want to FaceTime in. You guys can join in via FaceTime. Maybe during your match.
Dismiss him on that because Haddad is a finishing machine.
Notoriety is a blessing and a curse. Ryan
I mean, just Cali, man. You know the guy that Gianni's talking about is the guy sending head exploding emojis, right? I don't know if you're like doing a bit right now or what, but it's Josiah is the guy that Gianni was talking about. But Josiah has said he's going to chill out, and we're trusting that he's going to do that. All right, we got Nathan Haddad versus Ryan Akin going down now. Ryan Akin is so big, dude. It's crazy that he makes 88. Like, he says he can make 77 too, but he's a big boy, dude. Nathan Haddad is big too, but still, Ryan looks huge. All right, what's Harry say about pancreation? Pancreation is the first and only... Here we go. We got Michael calling in. All right, interrupted by Michael Sainz FaceTiming in, everybody. We got special guest Michael Sainz. Yo.
Don't want to take a negative and also
What's up, bro? You're on the stream.
right off the beginning.
I stream. Hi guys, just come say hi. Come say hi.
Everybody come say hi to the Sainz brothers.
Yo, what's up, Trey?
What's up, Tristan? What are you up to, bro? Oh, the hair's looking... Chingy, my dog. There he is, dude. I like the wife beater, Chingy.
Dodd's very aggressive.
The white beaters,
Giving
that's
nice
real, bro.
jabs.
Yeah.
That's like, that's real right there, bro.
Hey, everybody was asking, are you going to compete in the Speedo at the World Championship?
You know, bro, the thing is, there's so much hair on my body. If you were to, I don't think you guys would want to see that personally. I don't think you guys.
I think there's a few people in the chat who really want to see it. I'm not saying I do. Oh, Boondy, what's up, my dog? Oh, dude, I might have to shut the whole stream down and just talk to my boy Kyle. What are you up to, Kyle?
Hey, I'm just chilling. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago? What time is it? It's 11 o'clock.
Hey, he woke up just to donate to you.
My dog, that's what's up, Kyle. I knew. Hey, thank you. Hey, what's up, Papa Sainz? We got the whole family here.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
We're watching you. We're watching you too.
Yeah, we're getting close to Michael's match. I'm gonna lay down some serious glaze for Michael. All right, he deserves it.
I'm expecting those $5. That's
Yeah, that you got to get your money's worth.
I gotta get my money's worth out here, dude.
Nice.
What?
You wanna talk about main character?
I'm injured, bro.
You're injured. Broken heart.
Broken heart.
Yeah.
Bro, I wanted to fight Josh Cisneros so bad, bro.
I thought that match was like sick. Like whenever who was your first opponent? They pulled out, right? And then
Taza, it was Taza.
And then whenever they announced Cisneros, I was like, that's actually like maybe even a better match, to be honest.
Bro, I was so excited for that match, bro. But I hurt myself, bro, and I was like, the thing is, I hurt myself on day one, and I didn't tell nobody, bro. I didn't tell a soul.
What was
And then
what was the injury?
my shoulder, bro. I landed on it hard as shit, bro.
What, during which match?
My first one.
Oh, dang.
When I fell.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
You still got the job done, though. Powered through.
Come on, you know my dog, bro.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna
Yeah.
I feel bad for these people that are watching the stream. They're like expecting like real commentating, and they got me and you on a FaceTime call.
Well, that's what I'm always saying. Like, I know there's people out there who like are watching on their TV who aren't commenting, who are just like, bro, this dude never talks about the jiu-jitsu. But I don't know, you know, that's what I guess what you guys tune in for.
I'm turning in just to mess with Trey Robinson. That's
All
really
right.
all I'm on.
Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, whenever next time you guys are gonna come to Austin or something, you guys should just all come over and we should just do a stream together where we like watch a bunch of stuff, watch some Kyle matches so people can actually get hyped on some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Watch his youth trials run. Watch Tristan's youth trials run. Watch you guys' wrestling matches. You guys got your wrestling matches on? Are they on Flow Wrestling or anything?
Yeah, they're on Flow.
Okay.
We can watch that too. We can
sure.
go through everything, dude.
Let's do
Hey,
it.
Mom, when are we gonna be in Austin again or in Texas? Soon, probably sometime in June. I think we're gonna be there in June, actually.
All right, just hit me up and let me know, and we can set something up. We can do a full Sainz family marathon stream. We can stream for forever.
Hey, we're gonna send you a Cuban care package, dog. It's coming your way.
Damn. All right, I'm hyped for that.
Cuban coffee machine you're gonna get, and a bunch of Cuban coffee. So be ready.
All right.
Send me the address so we can send it to you.
All right, I'll send it to you.
All right, peace out.
All right, see you guys. What's up, Tristan?
When we do that marathon, we're gonna freestyle. We're nasty.
Are you guys actually freestyling like that?
Bro, me and Chingy are nasty freestyle. We freestyle every night in my car.
Dang,
Do you not
okay.
see the white beater, bro? Do you not see the white beater?
With the chain, oh, the iced out wrist too. Chingy's the type of guy to wear a watch on both wrists. To be honest.
He already does when we freestyle.
Let's go.
Stop playing with it.
Oh, damn. Okay, all right. I got to step my game up.
Yo, we freestyle. I'm telling you, we're nasty.
All right.
Belt level.
All right,
Coral
good.
belt.
A coral belt. Dang, dude. One of the OGs. All right, when you guys come, this is what we might have to do a multiple stream situation. We might have to stream us playing 3v3 basketball, do a stream watching all the matches, and then do a freestyle stream.
I think we got to just do like an IRL stream. Like we just walk around all day in Austin, Texas, and we're just streaming all day. Like
Dude,
that's what we do.
I'm into it 100%. I sent Reed this link to a backpack for IRL streaming. I told him to buy this, and we'll just bring this to another level. So hit Reed up right now and be like, yo, get Trey that backpack so we can IRL stream.
I'll text Reed right now, bro.
All right.
I'll text him right fucking now.
All right. I'll see you guys.
All right, Trey.
See you, boys. See ya. All right, there we go. We had the Sainz family drop in. Those dudes are the best, bro. They're the best. One of the best families in jiu-jitsu right now. Shout out Mama Papa Sainz. They're bringing these boys up right. Got the whole family in there. Just super sick at jiu-jitsu. Cool dudes as well. So shout out them, joining in for a little FaceTime. What'd you guys think? You guys didn't have any questions for them? You guys didn't have any questions for them when they were in there? You guys were just talking pancreation?
The initiations are great, but if you could just get one takedown.
Oh, you guys are just talking about the jiu-jitsu. My bad. We'll log back in on the jiu-jitsu. We got Reed in the chat. Yo, Reed, you got to get that IRL backpack, bro. We're gonna do a full day IRL stream with the Sainz family.
I do think Haddad is trying to
All right.
outside, maybe
Pancreation sounds like something you'd eat with pasta, not something useful in a fight. That is a good chirp, dude. That is very funny. So shout out Just Cali Man for dropping that.
to be able to go get that shot and put him down.
I also think, especially like the last half of this match, I think it was the second warning given to Blue, which is Haddad. So what I was gonna say was like, I feel like Athan's not giving Haddad. That's a
Nice
beautiful single.
Nice.
Far side pit, right back to the feet.
He will get the takedown. Watch. Well, this is a replay, so there's a chance you already saw it.
Now, either of these guys can pull. Look at that. He wants to.
Nathan Haddad got a slick little slide by.
I think Akin has just been moving just before Haddad can move. So he's
A nice little slide by, and also a he also hits this
keeping him on the
this little Kimura trap, kind of like that he does a lot.
Another good shot, nice and deep.
1 hour later.
Again, as of right now, they're neutraled out, and now they aren't. So
Yep, they're back up again.
oh,
Big opportunity for Haddad right here to
Haddad
take
gets
the back. He was close to getting the back.
oh.
Dude, one thing I like about Nathan is even in these situations where like he's getting to a good position and he could kind of like lock in and just kind of like stay there, ride it out, you know, hope he gets points or it works from there. Dude's not afraid to just like keep throwing crazy stuff out there. And it makes for such an entertaining grappler to watch, you know, where it's like right there, it's like he could have just tried to slowly work more to the back, but he's like, nah, he kind of saw an opening to maybe throw the triangle on or something, so he went for it, lost it, got back up. Like, he's just down to scrap from whistle to whistle. And I think Nathan Haddad's sneaky one of the most exciting guys out there now, to be honest. Like, not just now. It's like, we're going to have him on the show Monday. Hopefully you guys tune in and watch that. It'll be on the YouTube channel around 4 p.m. is when we publish the podcast on FloGrappling. And Nathan Haddad's coming on, and I was kind of like messaging with him back and forth, you know, and it's like he mentioned how like a lot of people are saying like he's like an overnight success, like he came out of nowhere, but it's like he's been doing this for 23 years, you know what I mean? It's like that quote, you know, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. I feel like that applies so much to Nathan, where he has been grinding for so long, like a life dedicated to jiu-jitsu, and then you win something like this and it feels like, oh wow, this dude came out of nowhere, he's an overnight success, but it's like, nah, dude, he's been doing the work necessary to kind of like achieve this. And so I think that's a cool thing, but I'm excited to dive into that more with him and kind of like his whole journey through jiu-jitsu, you know?
Active the whole time, taking deep shots. This is where I expected this match to be, and now nothing. Overtime, we got 3 minutes to see what can happen from it.
Yeah, it does matter right now, these exchanges, because there's a lot of initiation on
Getting past the legs there.
Wow, like I said, the initiations don't matter if there's
It's so hard to score points in ADCC,
Taking the back here of Ryan Akin.
And again, the beauty of this rule,
especially for someone as experienced and as good as Ryan Akin, you know?
That's it.
move to turtle, put yourself in a bad place. We won't let the points happen, but you
It
have
is
to
a high
put
risk.
yourself.
Yeah, this is a great match for sure.
Get it, and Haddad was ready for it. Anticipated he's going to turn. Immediately went to the back. Not a score, but a very strong dynamic positional change for Haddad.
It was very nice, the passing.
2 minutes to go in our 88-kilo final.
Akin decides to stand back up. He's going to try to
No, I think he's starting back down.
It looked like he had thought.
There's like, I feel like whenever you watch trials, there's kind of, as the tournament keeps going on and as it keeps like getting deeper into the event, there's like a couple ways that you kind of start realizing like, oh man, this might be this guy's day. Like for Michael Sainz, like as soon as he went out there and had his first match, it was just like, oh, okay, Michael Sainz is not going to be denied at this event. Like, it was just like you could feel this aura around him where it was like he came out, kind of dominated his first guy, getting subs fast. He didn't even break a sweat on day one. I don't even know if he broke a sweat on day two, to be honest. And it's kind of like, it's easy to kind of recognize those people who are just like, they're not going to be denied. Like Sarah Galvao was not going to be denied. It was just obvious whenever you see him out there. And then the other route is a guy like Nathan Haddad, where it's just like he kind of like keeps slowly building this momentum as the event goes on. There's that slide by. He keeps building the momentum as it goes on. So he's like, I filmed his match against Placido Santos, and it was like, whoa, that was a crazy match. Like Nathan is not messing around, you know, he's serious. Then he has another crazy match. Then he has that semifinal against Jaden Groner, where it's like, dude, this guy is on a generational run right now, and then kind of like does it that way. And so video is deceptive. I don't know, dude. It's just the video is just the video. Like you're kind of watching what's happening. Oh, you're talking about because Mika Galvao similar to Rio, and I thought, damn, they look 10 times bigger on screen. Of course, you could kick my ass, but he looked like they're 20 meters tall. Yeah, I guess in that way sometimes. Depends who they're standing next to. Mika's shorter, but he's like a big dude, no doubt. if Mika was 6'4", I mean, we would have to, we would have to enact the military against him if we ever wanted to stop him doing anything in life. So a guy can't have it all. You can't be that nasty and be like freaking huge as well. That's too far. I guess that is something about Gordon. Gordon is like a big dude also. Like, he's very tall, very big. So it's like, he's obviously insane, probably the best ever at jiu-jitsu, and like, he's a huge dude. But shout out Nathan Haddad getting the win there. Obviously, that was a huge win for him. That was a sick run. Super sick run by Nathan Haddad.
And it was a lot of patience in the beginning, Jay. Ryan Akin came out.
That's like, it's like when you're watching a run like that, it's just hard not to immediately kind of become a fan of a guy like Nathan, because it's just like, just a gritty run, just grinding for so long, grinding his way through the bracket, hitting a 360 like that. And obviously beating a guy like Ryan Akin, who Ryan Akin for sure I feel like was probably the favorite in the 88 division. Just makes it where it's like, yeah, clearly Nathan Haddad's no joke. He's the real deal. And I think him being in the bracket now, it like this ADCC Worlds bracket is just shaping up to kind of be kind of like an insane, exciting bracket. We got some OGs, the medalists, some interesting invites, but then also some guys in the mix who are going to be making their ADCC debut, who are super exciting, fun, young guys to watch. So now we got back to our crew here. We got Jasmine, Turtleneck Guy, and Jay Regalbudo. Sorry. Jay's an all-time legend in jiu-jitsu, If you guys don't know about Big Jay, you got to get hip to him. Like, he helped Nicky Rod come up in the early days, Amanda Levy, tons of people out on the East Coast. Jay's an absolute beast. What are your favorites for this year? Like, who are my favorites that I think are going to potentially win ADCC? I originally said, like, very start of the year in January that I think for 88, I was going to pick Giancarlo to three-peat, which is super hard to do. But I think Giancarlo is like a guy who, whenever it's ADCC time, he comes in top form. He looks incredible. He has incredible jiu-jitsu. It's like he's a guy who just performs at ADCC. And there's a few guys like that who can take losses other places. Maybe they lose to someone you don't think they should. But when it's ADCC time and they're at the event that obviously, means the most, especially to them, especially to someone in the Danaher camp where they're kind of like always working towards ADCC pretty much all the time, they really show out once it's time for the World Championship. So I kind of picked Giancarlo as basically like a New Year prediction. But I've also kind of heard he's dealing with, I think he's had some surgery, dealing with some injuries. So I'm not 100% sure, even if like where he stands with like being able to compete, being recovered and being able to train and all that. So hopefully he'll be there. I think for 77, do I got to say Michael Sainz just because he's in the chat because the boys are watching? I got to say Michael Sainz might be a little favorite. I think Michael Sainz is a guy who, no matter what, whether it's his time to win ADCC or not, Michael Sainz is going to have some crazy matches. He's going to go toe-to-toe with some of these dudes who have been on the ADCC stage before, and he's going to shock a lot of people. That's like kind of what I honestly think. And look, there he is right there. Michael Sainz with the mustache, the Miami boy with the mustache. Dude, look at that thing. Look at that thing he's got right there. Should we all shave our beards and leave the mustache to ride with Michael Sainz? Michael Sainz gotta be the most handsome fella in all of the finals at West Coast Trials. Like, am I right, chat? Am I right? Michael Sainz gotta be the most handsome fella in all of the Trials finals. You know what I'm talking about? There's a little glaze for you, Michael. Giving Michael a little glaze. Look how calm, cool, and collected Michael is. Like, this is what I felt like made Michael's run feel so different. It's just this nonchalant demeanor he was able to carry throughout the entire bracket, It's just like every match he felt like he was right at home. Stash is the meta for sure. But like every match he just felt so right at home. It's the first time that I pay attention to him, so I will watch the fight. All right, for sure. Lock in on Michael Sainz right here. He's going up against Max Hansen. Obviously, Max Hansen is an absolute beast.
I mean, Hansen competes on
Max Hansen been putting up great matches, been beating very formidable opponents, and now he sees himself across from Michael Sainz. This is like these are two dudes who are young dudes for sure, but also they're like young veterans, you know. So much mat time, so many competitions. Like I don't know if anyone competes as much as Max Hansen, to be honest. What is his style? Michael's a really good wrestler. Honestly, he's good all around. He has good leg locks, good top game, good passing. You know, we talked to him on the podcast. He talked about how, you know, he was excited to show that. But all of the Saints, they they were legitimate high school wrestlers, like state champion high school wrestlers as well. Max Hansen, obviously a guard player, big time guard player who's kind of been learning more of the wrestling and kind of leveling up his wrestling kind of more recently in his career. I know Dante's obviously a really good wrestler and all that. I know he's been focusing on that for ADCC. They also have Joey Blaze, who's a Toledo wrestler who kind of comes over and trains with them. So I think he's been picking up some stuff there. Michael, you tell Just Cali Man your style. I feel weird knowing that you're like in the chat watching, trying to describe your style. Like, you explain it. That's all right, Just Cali Man. Your English is perfectly fine. Muito bom, muito bom.
Multiple times state champion, yeah.
Him and his brothers all did it.
Sin problemos.
1 year. Wild.
Yeah, 3 of them won in 1 year together.
I wouldn't be surprised either to see a leg shootout here at some point.
Oh, most definitely. It's crazy.
Like Michael's also just like kind of a rock solid, compact dude as well. Like you can see he's like got a good stance. Max getting a little heavy on the head there though. Michael, was your neck getting tired at all? Just pretend I'm not here, bro. I'm getting nervous because I know Kaio's watching, you know, and you guys know Kaio is like a different level of just person, you know, a different type of beast. But like I feel like there we go, a little foot trip, push over. I feel like that's a little JT Torres, and like JT Torres hits that a lot. But I don't think there's a lot of dudes at 77 who are going to shoot on Michael and take him down, I guess is what I was getting at. That, you know, it's like he's always in good position, especially wrestling position. And I don't think there's a lot of dudes who are just going to get a clean shot off on Michael Sainz and take him down, especially ADCC rules. Like the idea of kind of taking down Michael Sainz and putting him on his back for 3 seconds seems kind of insane. But saw that clean takedown, though, from Michael.
I saw Max working on a lot of his top this weekend. He had a lot of
a little swagger walk back to the middle. Michael looking a little big right here, too. You getting a little jacked, Michael? You been doing your push-ups?
Continuously be competitive.
Yeah, Saints' legs attacks have gotten so good over the last year and a half.
He has been honing in at these ADCC Opens. You'll see him at every single one.
But like one thing too about like going back to like how active Max is and everything. There's also like an aspect where the Sainz brothers might have more mat time under the ADCC rules than almost anybody at this point. Like even veterans, because the first ADCC Open was in 2022, right before the World Championship, and that really like kicked up the ADCC Open circuit. And that was like right around that time where it was like all the Sainz brothers were out there competing and stuff, and in a good age and everything to just be competing like every month, like every weekend. It feels like basically every Open that happened, and like Michael has just been kind of like dominating that ADCC Open circuit as well as like Tristan and Kyle, all of the Saints. It's mostly the acai and Jesus. The acai, Jesus, and a mustache, you know, can't beat that. And so Michael has so much experience under the ACC rules where like that is just such a big difference maker. Like even for veterans and stuff, it's like up till the ADCC circuits, it was always kind of like, oh, you know, it's hard to beat a veteran. They got so much experience in the rules and all that. But now it's like giving these younger guys an opportunity, even if they haven't been to the World Championship yet, where Trials isn't the only place to get ADCC rules experience, you know? Doing the Opens, like you're gonna just have so much mat time under your belt. And so I think that's a big plus for Michael going into like this Trials and everything, is just how much experience he has in ADCC rules.
But when you start to think about this rule set,
here we go, working a little side back and forth passing, ducking under the legs, getting to the back. Max throwing his legs over all crazy like, going crazy style with the legs.
We have points coming on right now.
That was smart, Michael. He had reversed De La Riva, but he had both feet back inside. Michael forced the foot back outside. Okay, good work, Michael. I see you know what you're doing, Michael. I see you might know a thing or two about what you're doing right there.
Next level. He's really gonna have to do something to hold Max to pass.
And this is where Max wants
You get a little scared here, Michael? Be honest with us. Was there a little moment of like, oh, I don't like how he's on my leg, and then whoo, just slips it out? Also, Michael, we can see how hairy your legs are from here. You ever think about shaving them? You ever gonna shave your legs to, you know, slip out of those leg entanglements a little better?
So it's very good to see
Or no?
the ends
You
of
keeping
this.
it?
Which leads me to almost think, right, in the final 320 of regulation here, what should be the focuses for Max Hansen to start to steal some of this momentum back?
I think he's got to get this head out of position. He's got to get.
Michael said he couldn't lose again. Brother, even if you take a loss on the match, you'll never lose in my books. All-time winner. All-time winner.
Easier said than done, especially with how
It's like Dorian, but more thoughtful. I think, like, yeah, I feel like that's honestly like Dorian does just bring like a nonstop chaos to his passing and pressure and everything. I think Dorian like knows what he's doing and he is thoughtful with it. But like, yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. Where Michael he is kind of similar to that, but has like a little bit more of like a nuanced like working through position vibe.
He's making Hansen carry all his weight.
I like being a bear. All right.
Even though there's not something dynamic at he might
Look, we're breaking the space-time continuum again. That's me in the background filming it. I'm getting a nice shot of Michael's butt right there. You guys DM me if you want to buy that shot from me. If you want me to sell that shot of Michael's butt to you, let me know.
It wouldn't be any points because he's attacking.
Highest bidder.
And you guys even wrestle up maybe.
Oh, now Flo's giving it to you for free. What the heck? What am I gonna do? What are they trying to? Why are they trying to take that away from me? I was gonna make a quick buck right there.
dangerously close here.
It is. He's pinning him almost.
Does he still have that chin strap? I can't see. No, he lost the chin
No, he
strap.
just lost the chin
Good
strap.
recovery here from Hansen.
Very good recovery from Hansen.
Final 2 minutes of our regulation period. Sainz has been driving.
To shave the leg or not to shave the leg? That is the question. That's an age-old question.
Hansen momentarily
Man, as
put his
jiu-jitsu
covered her mouth. It was like,
fighters have been battling forever.
that arm right
Yeah, he does have insane knee
You could
cuts.
see that Mike was getting annoying with his head in his face, so Max was like, you know what? Let me cover him.
Michael, what's your favorite pass and what's your favorite guard?
You know, that frustration started to kick in. He was like panicking, and then he realized, no, I need to remove this hand.
Michael got a nasty Choi bar, actually. Let me glaze him on that. Michael's Choi bar is sick. I love watching Michael hit Choi bars.
That Sainz can capitalize upon.
The battle between the ears is the biggest battle you have, man.
This was Sunday, April 19th,
Mike is
last
doing
weekend.
such a great job in this
He would
season.
lose 10 kilos if he shaved his legs. Yeah, true.
That knee,
I mean, other than the one time that Hansen was able to get the leg secured before it was extracted by Sainz, I mean, he hasn't been able to off balance him
No, he
or
hasn't.
anything like that. You know, Sainz has come kind of close on the pass with that last one where he was through.
Knee cut and butterfly half guard.
Defending and attacking.
Couple good ones right there.
Their styles are kind of
clashing, yeah, in a way. It's very hard to off balance a guy like Michael Sainz.
Why butterfly half? You like entering the legs from it? There we go. Oh my gosh.
He's way past the legs.
Max just getting pinned right there. Max is a dude who doesn't give up, though. You got to respect Max for that. Like, we even saw it in Who's Number One. He had DeAndre Corby, first round of the Who's Number One lightweight Grand Prix. And, like, dude, he fought all the way through to the end.
I don't think there was enough time.
There wasn't enough time.
Very close, though.
He's calling for 3. I would have too, Michael. I would have too.
Sainz nearly capturing at the end of regulation.
The fact that Sainz passed Jet with a basic underhook and knee cut shows how good he is for sure, dude. How is that not a pass? Hey, I'm not here to debate the ADCC rules, dude. That's a can of worms I want no part of. I feel like everybody's out there debating rules and stuff these days.
He still looks fresh, man.
I don't even know, dude.
At this point, man, nobody's
The ADCC rules are complicated, dude.
one good scoring position.
That's too much for like a smooth brain little like video guy like me to understand, you know? Is why some of these were points, why they weren't. Got to leave that to the professionals. You got Mo watching you right there too, Michael. That make you nervous?
Now he almost passed right at the end of that round.
Thank you,
Now
big
starting
dog.
this round
Michael giving
where
props.
he ended.
And not only putting his head there, but you see him putting his bottom hand over the mouth of Hansen as well.
Yeah, he's
You don't want to be in ADCC overtime with Michael Sainz, to be honest.
now mouth breathing.
I feel like this is where it's like if you get a Sainz brother into ADCC overtime, they're gonna do their thing.
Just that
KSM says honestly, ADCC rules are better than IBJJF. I mean, I think both have their benefits, to be honest, to give a very political, neutral take on it for you guys. That's why you guys tune in, is for very political, down the middle, non-committal type of answers from me. But I do think both kind of have their benefits.
makes a move to the bottom here, and he becomes bottom player.
The truth is, ADCC has better rules than ONU. Do you mean like one? Better rules than one championship? Because in that case, I agree. I don't really like one championship's rules, like with the catch thing. I just think it's like a little silly.
Using the turtle position to just move that
Catch! They're always just yelling, catch!
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
But I
kinda
don't
like
know.
a little running man. He's like turning, almost exposing his back just enough to bring his guard back in to have some. He's got some very good guard retention, man. He's been in some sticky situations and has not been passed.
There he is again with that chin strap and the underhook. He does have to relinquish it, but man, that can't feel good either.
No, Mike is doing great with this downward pressure. It is all just weighing on Max's legs right now.
Final 90 seconds of action here.
Michael just putting down that heavy pressure here.
Kilo category.
And we see
There we go. We got Max playing butterfly half.
Look, Max is getting
We got Max playing Michael's favorite guard against him.
to try to elevate Michael, but Mike's hips are just so low.
Yeah, he's able to break that grip. But that's
Forces that leg back outside. See? You know, Michael knows what he's doing.
And the problem is, I think for him is
Why you guys in the chat trying to say Michael doesn't know what he's doing? I've always said Michael knows what he's doing, you
I
know?
actually think it's more of Sainz because listen, Hansen's been in deep waters over and over and over again, deep into a match, 15-minute matches, 20-minute matches, whatever have you. I think Sainz has just done an excellent job of negating his ability to even start offense.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think he's respecting it right from the beginning.
Yeah.
As soon as he went under that leg, Mike was like, no, I'm going to defend it.
I mean, you see, he was matching head height there to step forward. He matched the head height all the way down.
All right, Josiah, we'll see you. Behave, bro.
He's very precise right now. You know,
Behave, bro. You're on like a probation thing. You can't be getting too crazy,
I
you
bet
know?
He doesn't want to have to wait another 2 years.
I like that you watch. I like that you support, but
right on
you
point.
know,
Jay, what kind of a message
you gotta behave, Josiah.
comments like this from Michael Sainz send to the rest of
Dorian will be in finals AC Worlds in his bracket. Mark my words. You're calling it?
Ready for the
No, Dorian's minus 66. He's saying Dorian will be in the 66 kg finals. You're calling it? Dorian's the guy? Michael Sainz, thank you, Trey. You are officially #1 again. Now we're talking, dude. Now we're talking. Finally top of the rankings. I gotta debut my updated Sainz family rankings soon on the FloGrappling show.
In all likelihood,
So
Michael Sainz punching the ticket to Poland.
there we go. They knew it was going to decision, but they knew the result. Both guys, obviously, you know.
Very forward, pushed the action, created a lot of initiation.
And then there we go. Michael Sainz getting his hand raised. Punches his ticket to Poland. Everybody give it up for Michael Sainz. Some W Michaels in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Incredible run, incredible mustache. What a guy. Like I said, can't say enough good things about the Sainz family. They're awesome, you know. I love how whenever you know the Saints are going to be at an event, they're just rolling deep. They got the whole crew there, you know. That Alpha Miami grappling crew, they roll deep. They'll flip an event on its head, you know. They'll bring a whole new vibe to the function. There it is. Tristan giving up for his brother. Tristan's up next. Tristan Chingy. And then, you know, once Kyle's ready, Kyle's kind of letting everybody have their fun. Kyle's letting everybody out there have their fun on the ADCC circuit, and soon he'll be taking it over.
pressure from Sainz. I mean, just had his head in the right place at the right
Look at it. Michael's out there talking to Reed right now, but I know in his head he's like, man, I wish Trey was out here. I wish Trey was the one interviewing me. I know what he's thinking. I know he's thinking, man, I wish Trey was out there. Then we got Jasmine, another, you know, Miami grappler. Jasmine and Michael making some funny Instagram content out there. Did you guys see Did you guys see Jasmine Rocha's video where she was like going around and like dapping up everybody at the event and like making them do a little spin? That video blew my mind. I like could not believe that video, to be honest. See, I told you guys, Michael, wish it was you, Trey. I knew it. We won't tell Reed. We'll keep that between us, all right? We'll just keep that between us. We got to let Reed feel good, but we'll keep that one between us. But did you guys see this video of Jasmine Rocha? She like, the video starts and she like daps up Gordon and then it gets Gordon to spin and he's like looking around like, what the hell? What was that? She gets like Jacob Couch. She gets Andrew Tackett. She got John Danaher. Like when she did it to John Danaher, it like I was so confused. I was like, is this video AI? Like I literally was thinking like, is there some AI video where you can like film you dap someone up and then like get AI to make it look like you twirl them or something? Because that just did not feel like something that could actually happen, where she was just doing this to all these people and then did it to PJ, DeAndre Corby. DeAndre tried to fight it. DeAndre was hip to something weird was going on. You know, he knew there was some hijinks going on and he tried to fight it, but then eventually she got him too. It was insane. It made me wonder, like, can you just do that to people? If you just dab someone up and immediately start twirling them, will people naturally turn like that? And also, it just put my guard up. Like, if I'm at these events and anybody's dapping me up, like, I'm locked in. I'm not letting anybody turn me. KSM says, oh shit, Sainz is here in the chat. Congrats, dude. I'm studying your matches. Super impressive. If you go back a little bit, we FaceTime the Sainz family, KSM. You can hear from the boys themselves. But yeah, shout out Michael Sainz. Congratulations, Michael, making it to Poland. It's going to be sick having you there. I can't wait to make some videos with you and the whole fam out there in Krakow, Poland. That's going to be so sick. It's going to be a super good time.
And this is the interesting equation. Now we have, of course, Jasmine, you in the booth with us. In this female minus 55 kilo category, what are the most important characteristics of those that can rise to the top?
I mean, it's all about grit, right? You have to be the grittiest fighter. You got to want it more, and you got to be very smart about these rules. If you don't know the rules, you're not going to win. You have to be strategic.
All right. Now we got the minus 55 kg final. We got Shalea Lindsay. I think she was the 30 seed in the bracket. Just an absolutely insane run from her going against Valerie Hamilton, formerly Valerie Wong. Valerie's a super tough competitor. She had a great East Coast Trials run, been having some great performances. But she's going against Shalea. Like I said, Shalea is literally the 30 seed, I believe, in this bracket. And she took out Amanda Bruce early. She submitted Amanda Bruce. I believe she ended up having like 5 of 6 matches were decided by rear naked choke. Shalea ended up submitting like 5 girls throughout this. So Shalea was somebody who like, I wasn't too hip to. I know Shalea did a finishers. She did a finishers where it was a teams event and she squad wiped an entire team. That was like the one experience I had watching Shalea, which is obviously insane. And I mean, it's a good testament to finishers. Like shout out Zach Mislani, the boys out there at 10th Planet Bethlehem running finishers and everything. Like finishers stays one of the proving grounds for grapplers trying to like make their name out there and try to achieve, you know, higher things. Like if you're looking to kind of start staking your claim to some jiu-jitsu fame and some jiu-jitsu glory out there, like, and you can make it on a finishers, like you should 100% try to get on a finishers. That's where so many people have came through and kind of like gotten sick matches, had crazy performances early. So, but yeah, Shalea, I believe, was in a teams event where she squad wiped an entire team just herself, submitted every girl. Probably should have heeded that as more of a warning that she's absolutely nasty, you know, because now here she is. She came in as the 30 seed, making the finals at ADCC West Coast Trials.
And the thing about dark horses is they're always unexpected until they announce themselves. This might be the opportunity for Shalea Lindsay.
I saw Nathan Haddad just posted something on his story where he was watching this also. Nathan, if you're still watching, if you're out there, shoot me a message. If you want to FaceTime in and join this live stream as well and talk about your run a little bit. I know we're going to talk in depth on Monday, but if you want to call in, you know, get in on this live stream, shoot me a message real quick on Instagram, bro. You can call in. You're always welcome. We can do a little precursor to what we're going to do on Monday.
Little events that you won't see as much. So if you're not watching, you won't see it.
Gotta move in darkness, right? Move behind the shadows, Jasmine.
Exactly, and then just appear and take it.
Yeah. In previous trials, Shalaya has been in heavier weight classes, and she's always made great runs. This is her first one at like the low.
What's up, Lonnie? You're back? You made pizza? Hell yeah.
You ain't kidding.
But Valerie, she's very good, man. She is quick. She's super light on her feet, and she is so strong for how little she is.
Now, this is something, though, I haven't seen much, is C. Wong playing bottom. Hamilton playing bottom.
We keep calling her Wong. She just
I
recently changed her name.
Wong.
But yeah,
These women are fearless. 100%, dude. A lot of times, like, the female matches end up being some of the craziest matches at these events.
Being 10th planet, bro.
Shy Lily's teammate, she's got a bottom game.
We're going to see some rubber guard real soon, guys.
Look at that.
Oh,
Push
nice.
sweep.
Nice activity from Valerie Hamilton.
Yeah, Shalaya's goal here is to weigh on her and keep her on bottom and keep cooking her until points come around to pass, or to even try to force the pass right now and force a back take maybe.
Yeah, don't be surprised to see Shalaya go over the top here too, just to kind of avoid even having to pass the guard, just rolling over on guillotines to set up Darce's, set up her move to turtle.
All right, guys, serious question. What's the best food? Sushi, burgers, etc. My favorite food is outright sushi. I love sushi. So I'm that's one vote for sushi coming from little old Trey.
She's not even really waiting for those points to kick in. Wants to get out of there before that 4-minute mark transpires.
Well, and I believe a reason for that is there are people that do take that first part as a feeling out process. And
Lonnie says pizza. Got a good debate going here in the chat. Michael getting the chat going, getting everybody.
Let us pass the guard. Let's catch them while let us take them down. Just because it doesn't, points don't matter.
You need to try the lechona in Colombia. It's perfect. I don't even know what that is, but I'll try it.
Everything matters, man.
Maybe I go to Medellin and get the lechona.
But if you tap them out before, that counts.
Yeah,
I love my mother's cabbage rolls.
Especially when they're giving a willingness to concede. The 4 points, there's a much more willingness to concede.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot. But that willingness to concede, you have to win that back after.
Shalaya is a top tier hunter of the back. Trey, you on Twitch? No, I'm not, but I've wondered if maybe we should fire up a Twitch channel also.
Yeah, now I have to be the aggressor.
Do you actually love some pork, Michael?
She's doing really good.
You're a pork chop guy? Michael Sainz is confirmed a pork chop guy. Oh, lechona is pork?
That bottom side underhook
that
from
bottom
here is
side
going to be key.
Michael, do you speak Spanish?
25 seconds. Let's see if she's going to wait for pork.
Oh, it's just
Actually
pork.
try to
Gotcha.
get this thing free.
Big chance.
Yeah, you'll see a big kick to the top knee. And it looks like she's going to wait it out. It's funny because I don't hear her coach is calling. She might just be in her head. Waiting to hear that call, waiting for the cue. Yep.
Here come the points.
And it's going to be very hard.
TMG just wrote about it? Wrote about what?
For Valerie
Her
to
right foot
turn.
starting to engage. Oh,
See? Michael said see. Makes sense.
like Reap.
The Cubanos down there in Miami.
Oh, but the turtle.
Michael, we need to. Do you ever go to like Little Cuba or anything?
Already got a hook in for Shalaya.
Vamos a hablar español en cintos. Estamos en la zona.
Man, she took a man to the
Haha. Ja 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 ja. Ja 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 ja.
match draw of the day. And she
Michael, let's do like a Little Cuba vibe in Miami or something. That'd be sick.
And without this hook in, she's probably still going to be looking for the threat and use the threat to enter the second hook.
Oh, most definitely.
3:15 on the clock here in our regulation. Shalaya Lindsay really been a step ahead from the moment this match started.
Valerie's doing a very good job, though. Hand fighting and while trying to shake off Shalaya. She's doing a great
Definitely, I think Shalaya had one of the most impressive performances at trials when it comes to just like didn't have a crazy seating, didn't have like tons of hype or like, you know, everybody like calling for her to be like a favorite. But she, you know, she just went out, had an insane amount of submissions,
4 or 5 minutes tops.
showcased like how good she is at taking the back, like all-time back taker, and just kind of fought her way through a pretty stacked female bracket. Like I said, she ended up submitting Amanda Bruce. Like, I don't know if it was first match, but it might have been pretty close. Probably first or second match, which is insane to do. Amanda Bruce seemed like one of the favorites going into this.
finals. You're not
Shalea had different plans kind of off the rip.
Competitors, these younger kids, these 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, gosh, they got that without trying.
Yeah, 100%.
They just naturally have that.
Yeah, this next generation of ADCCers is going to be insane. These kids are already learning the rule set, doing the opens and then the youth worlds. By the time they get to this stage, man, the level is going to be so advanced for ADCC these next couple years.
Still just has one of the hooks though here. I can't remember if this one went to overtime or not.
This is gonna be a score right here.
Beautiful work. Slowly worked her foot through.
There we go. Now she has the body triangle.
And just gradually got it through. Now
yeah, Michael, Miami Vice style. We shoot a little buddy cop video. The new Miami Vice.
It'd be nice to see her get the sub.
Michael Vice.
She's had a submission in every match. She'd be the underdog who submitted everyone to her path to Poland. What a story.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know she would love to say that.
Right?
Would love to say
Get some big old Cuban cigars. Eating some lechona. Going to the Cuban coffee spots. Cuban coffee is awesome. Big fan of Cuban coffee.
Great positional control here. It's hard to envision what Hamilton can do to even out this score.
Sometimes it seems to me that women take more risk in jiu-jitsu matches. Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
But she needs a guard pass or a back take. It's the only thing that's going to tie up the score in one score.
2 Cubans won that day. Yeah, Nathan Haddad is also Cuban, right?
40 seconds left. And Shalaya Lindsay on your back.
Yeah.
Michael and Nathan.
Your head so tight head to head here.
Yeah, Valerie's doing the right things though. She's walking, she's controlling that toe. If she can face the legs and turn into her, it'd be great.
How long we been live here?
Because her head is stuck. That seatbelt is tight.
Hour and 51 minutes.
Valerie Hamilton in the final moments here. But it looks like it will be Shalaya Lindsay punching the ticket to.
Come on, do you know Colombian coffee? I don't know if I've ever had Colombian coffee. Not like the real stuff. There we go. Shalaya Lindsay gets the 3 points for the back take. Gets the win.
Ninjas in the shadows.
Yeah, I get it. Me and Jasmine have been talking about it since before.
Just as good, but Cuban coffee is literally another level. Come on. We got the coffee debate going. But shout out Shalaya Lindsay getting the dub there. Incredible run. Yeah, good for her.
Everyone write that name down right now.
Right?
Shalaya Lindsay, your winner here in the 55-kilo category at the 2026 ADCC West Coast Trials.
I'm a big Vietnamese iced coffee guy. I will say I like cold brew. I'm a cold brew guy, all weather, you know. That's the type of vibe I'm on. And Thai ice or Vietnamese iced coffee is really good. I'm a big fan of that. You guys got anything like that comparable with Cuban coffee or Colombian coffee?
Let's unpack this, right, Jay? This was really beautiful.
Colombian coffee is like legal cocaine. That cocaína.
I mean, she hasn't even been put in a bad position.
Bienvenidos en Miami. La colombiana coca.
An incredible
Arriba.
subs and a dominant performance in the finals to punch her ticket to Krakow.
Jasmine, what's your message to Shalaya Lindsay?
Look at Jill. What's this little face Jasmine's making at the camera? She's doing the side eye. She's probably making some funny joke.
2026 ADCC West Coast Trials. It is the men's minus 66-kilo category. Dominic Mahia and Gianni.
Michael, how bad do you think Jasmine Rocha would smash you in a match? I mess with matcha. I've never had matcha. Literally never once in my life. I kind of like having never had matcha. It feels kind of cool to be the guy who's like, I've never had matcha, you know? All right, I'm messaging Nathan Haddad. Stop trying to be different, bro. Yeah, that's some pick me energy. Oh yeah, a guy like me. Never really had matcha. Jasmine kick would hurt like hell. Yeah, dude. You think you're injured now, Michael? You think you're injured now? Wait till Jasmine gets you one right in the chest. Just one front and center in the chest. You're cooked. I'm messaging Nathan Haddad right now. He was watching earlier. He says he could call in about 30 minutes. So we might get Nathan to FaceTime in. Maybe we could get Nathan to FaceTime in. We could watch his semifinal match after these finals are over. What do you guys think of that? You guys think that'd be cool? Would that be cool and fun? Would that be cool and fun? It's so funny the way Jasmine just stares down the camera sometimes. Gives it a little side eye. It's like she's planning a trick. Jasmine looks like every time it cuts to her right here, it looks like she's like about to pull a little trick on the camera. Oh, a little wink from Jasmine. She was probably winking at Michael, being like, "I'll kick you in the chest if you wanna have a match." All right, so here we go. The 66 kg final up next. Our last final of the event. Gianni Grippo going against Dom Mahia. A little OG versus Young Buck showdown at the ADCC West Coast Trials. Bro, talking about the Sainz, got to shout out Tristan Sainz for the run he was on at Trials. Tristan Sainz was going through an army of Kingsway athletes. He fought Andrew DeGraff. He fought Reese Lefevre, got both wins there. Then he had to fight Dom Mahia. Incredible to be fighting your way through that high level of opponent, just match after match, just putting on sick performance. So shout out Tristan there. Obviously, Dom was able to end up getting the win and punching his ticket to the final. But, like, dude, having to go through 3 Kingsway guys, that's nuts, So shout out Tristan. Just Cali Man calling for the arguments in the chat. You guys trying to get things fired up in there, huh? He'll be around.
Much easier said than done. Gianni is a well-seasoned athlete. He does it all. Gi, no-gi, ADCC, IBJJF, who's #1, you name it, he's on it. He's a little bit older, so he's a little bit more experienced. I think this is Gianni's first time in a finals as well. He's always been right there, and he usually loses to the winner.
Yeah, that Kingsway gauntlet, bro. That's nuts.
Make his way to Poland.
And at 34 years old, which isn't old, he's still
All right, so here we go. Gianni Grippo going up against Dom Mahia. I feel like once the finals were set, let me think of which finals I was most excited for. Of course, I was excited for Michael Sainz versus Max Hansen. Got to be excited for that one. I was excited for Ryan Akin versus Nathan Haddad. I think that was like a crazy one, just seeing like a favorite make his way, and then also this guy who's like going on a generational run. That's sick. And then I think for sure Gianni versus Dom Mahia. This is a crazy final to have and to get to watch. Especially because like as we were talking about it and stuff on the show, where it's like this felt like such a Young Bucks versus OGs type of event. And this final kind of is like a great representation of that. Like an OG guy who's yet to punch his ticket in Gianni Grippo going up against a young, hungry dude who just keeps making more and more waves out there in Dom Mahia. And we get to see him here in the final. Will GTA 6 be released this year? For sure, dude. I was digging into the stats on like the timeline of GTA 5 and how many times they push back the release and everything. And it does align with now GTA 6 and how if they stay true to how GTA 5 was released, then that means GTA 6 should release on this next predicted release date. So I'm expecting it. The world might shut down once GTA 6 gets released. It's going to be insane. I'll be playing. Do you think Gordon Ryan will fight again before GTA 6 comes out? I don't know about that, dude. I think Gordon might be. He's chilling, bro. He's got a good life. He's doing cool stuff outside of just competing all the time. So.
And that's almost the funny thing is, a guy like Dom Mahia, you could say, 22 years old, but he's been trained.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while this is playing. I'm gonna leave Michael Sainz in charge. Michael, you are now in charge of the chat. Make sure no one's acting up. Make sure you got to report back to me if anybody's acting crazy. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. I'm going to need that after-action report from you, Michael. Let me know how everybody behaved. No one get rowdy. If I leave, don't start getting rowdy in the chat. I'm going to leave you guys unmonitored for a second.
dedicated his last 4 years of his life to this moment.
And how poetic that journey comes up against a competitor like Gianni, right? This is his first time with this opportunity to get to the finals, to punch his ticket to Poland as well.
Yeah, Gianni's been around a long time for these ADCCs too, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's had so many ADCC runs, and only now is his first time here in the finals. So it's cool to see him taking one step closer.
Yeah, I mean, he was Dom Mahia. He was the 22-year-old stud that everybody was like, oh, my gosh, I got Grippo this round.
Pretty spot on, Jay.
And I'll say this, he doesn't look 34. I mean, he's aged really well, right?
When you never stop training, that can happen. You know what I mean?
He literally looks the same for the past 10 years. He has not aged a day.
Been frozen in ice, in stasis.
I don't know what his secret is, man.
5:30 left on the clock in regulation before those 4 minutes of OT kick in. Just over a minute until points.
Great foot action by Gianni.
Were you guys behaving? Go try. I was looking. It's $40 for a flight to Italy after Poland. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I'm in. Was everybody behaving while I was gone? We could do a whole Euro tour, Michael.
6-0 with 3 subs on the weekend. And this is something that Grippo does so well too, is his ability to move between different guards, you know, going outside De La Riva, inside De La Riva, moving right to X.
I believe it's paid for, but I don't know. You got to figure that out, Michael. No, I'm just kidding.
And again, just because there's no points, do not think that does not weigh heavy.
All right, what's going on in this match? What did I miss?
Be the most, the most dynamic thing that happens through the whole match. Just because there's no points doesn't mean that does not count heavily in the judges' eyes.
Yeah, that would be so sick, doing a little Euro tour.
Seconds left until points kick in, and we've talked about that youthful gas tank, but when you play at the same tempo, right, as your opponent, you can't really out-stamina them if you're both operating on the same wavelength. Gianni's slowing this one down seemingly to a stanza that feels comfortable to him, Jasmine.
Which is smart on Gianni's end. He is a little bit of the older fighter, so it's good for him to conserve his energy. Now we got points on the board, so they're both accepting the bottom position. They're in a neutral position. So we're going to see who decides to come up first.
And they may stay here for a bit.
They may stay here for a bit.
And listen, Gianni, when he was playing bottom position, he does such a good job of extending his legs out to keep his opponents where they're not even in a passing situation, And it looks like Gianni will be established as the top person here now.
Yeah, Gianni has accepted the top position, but Dominic's got both his legs in there, Xing very good.
Nice trip coming up. Gianni, very good job. Stopping him at the shoulder, framing to the shoulder.
You can convince your whole village to support Michael. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Very smart. Push him down instead of trying to run away.
These live streams, if you guys haven't been here before, this crew that we're accumulating, this is called the Alley Cats Anonymous. Guys like us, guys watching the chat, this is the Alley Cats Anonymous. And every now and then we pick an athlete to back. And I think we got to officially decide that the Alley Cats Anonymous will be backing Michael Sainz at the ADCC World Championship. So that means me and everyone involved in these live streams will be backing Michael Sainz. So we got to show out the Alley Cats Anonymous support for Michael Sainz whenever he goes to Poland for the World Championship. Michael is an officially backed athlete by the Alley Cats Anonymous. So anytime Michael competes, make sure you guys show him love. A true friend of the program.
He was going to do that. He kicked up to stand up to force Gianni to wrestle with him. Dominic's got very good wrestling.
And this might be where that.
And Kyle, I don't even got to say anything about Kyle. Kyle's he's one of the top generals of the Alley Cats Anonymous. He's honestly he holds true power over the Alley Cats Anonymous. He can, if Kyle makes a call, it's like that. It happens for the Alley Cats. You know what I'm saying? If he says, hey, we're not backing this guy, we are backing this guy, boom, that's gospel.
And here's the thing.
That's right. Remove Gracie's picture and put up Michael. I know this was is this the controversial moment here where some people are calling for points? I don't think Dom ends up getting them.
defensively and offensively. But again, you have Grippo, who's
Because like I said, I stay away from the
well seasoned.
nuanced points discussion of ADCC.
Let's see if
See,
he can
here he's still.
here and get himself in a better position.
Appreciate you guys. I won't disappoint. We're counting on you, Michael.
Those hooks are in. That's gonna.
So there was like kind of like a quick little.
That's it with the arm trap now too.
Let me hear what the commentary is saying.
In our last matchup of the day, we've already finalized 7 of our competitors to go to the World Championships here at the West Coast Trials. One of these
They're not really saying anything about the points.
out of over 700 competitors.
Still no score
Yeah,
on the board because
I believe it's his left leg being over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder.
So you can have
Michael wants Victor Hugo first round, the absolute.
your leg has to be below
So Jay's saying on the commentary, I don't know if you guys can hear that it's because of his left leg being over the shoulder of Gianni that doesn't kind of solidify the full back take as like the hooks are in.
yeah, went for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of nuance in the rules where it's like it's complicated, dude. That's like I would not want to be an ADCC judge. Like you won't find me like debating the rules a lot. I'm always interested to hear people out and like hear their explanations of the rules and all of that because it is kind of like a complicated thing to understand. It's almost
You ain't kidding, right?
it reminds me of like
I mean, he did bring
was it Ethan versus
right?
Josh Cisneros or yeah, I think it was Ethan versus Josh Cisneros at the ADCC 2022 where he had like he had his back, he had the body triangle, but it was like kind of offset or something, like kind of sideways where it didn't fully count as a back take. So he didn't get the points and he ended up losing that match. It's a little reminiscent of that to me where it's like, ooh, that is like a few inches away from
We have an angle of it. Would
being
be great to
points,
be
you
there,
know?
But I think it will all come down to that leg being over the shoulder. Jay, is that sort of the
correct.
scoring?
Yeah.
No, they're going to OT.
Yeah.
There was no.
You gonna
score.
do the absolute or try to put your name in? You gonna try and get in on the absolute at the World Championship, Michael?
Matchup of the day here at the 2026 ADCC West Coast Trials.
Nice shot.
Dom's a good wrestler.
And again, smart move on this single because it's going to be very difficult to get to that turtle from there.
Here you see Gianni locking up that front headlock off of it.
Gianni's got very good head and arm submissions. This is one of his money moves.
I mean, that's so tight right there.
This is deep, too.
BSM going nuts in the corner.
Gianni's got to bring his right knee over the elbow to really tighten up that choke. Right there, that right knee.
Goodness.
It is very tight.
Blast doubling him off the rip.
A lot of time on the clock for Grippo to work.
If Grippo can keep stepping these,
I mean, you know that like freaking Anaconda just sucks to be in. Like Gianni's got to have such crazy squeeze.
A lot of heart out of Dominic, still
That's
fighting
got to
with
be
the
not
choke.
fun at all.
and doing everything right,
doing everything
trying to get flat so that he can't hold it.
Oh, Gianni's mounting the legs.
wow.
This is tight.
Grippo.
Oh, his arms were
Oh,
disconnected.
yes.
I didn't see his arms disconnect. But what a strong submission attempt there from Grippo.
But I mean, dude, obviously this means a lot to Dom. Like Dom doesn't want anything to do with losing this match. So he's fighting tooth and nail to try and not get submitted there. Gets out of it.
As young
Pretty
as
impressive.
He is very experienced. You know, he's been in these deep waters before. For you to tap him, you're really gonna have to earn it. So he did a great job defending. He did everything right in that sticky situation, and now he's got 2 minutes left on the clock, and we'll see what he does.
Yeah, Grippo, that was off of that shot.
It
That
was an
It was
initiation.
a deep shot from Dom, but man, Grippo took it and ran with it.
Oh, this is a great position right here for Dominic as well.
Here Dom's trying to rotate through, but like
But Gianni doing a
you
great
just
job
like
to cut
you can't really go outside Ashi on Gianni, huh?
off the back.
Some savviness from Gianni.
The last time I held an Anaconda choke with 30 seconds, I passed out. Submitted yourself, bro.
Good on Gianni on his
And then we hear Gianni right to the back. He's immediately going into this choke. And then it's like, bro, you know that's on just off the rip. But Dom is like, Dom is questioning right now, I feel like, if he should just go out, if he should like try to push it to the ultimate limit.
Still no score.
And then he finally gets the tap. Gianni punches his ticket to the ADCC World Championship. He's going to pop top here. He's popping top. Brianna goes out there, gives him a hug. I mean, what a moment. What a moment for Gianni, a dude who's been at the highest level for so long, kind of done everything in grappling to finally punch his ticket to ADCC, kind of like the one thing Gianni hasn't competed at yet, and to become a trials champ and to make his, punch his ticket to the world championship. That's incredible. Good for Gianni. Like it's hard not to be stoked for Gianni. Like, to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of Dom Mahia as well. I think Dom is super exciting to watch, super fun young guy. But this was just kind of, Gianni's time, and it is cool to see him finally do it and to finally punch his ticket there. But that's all the finals from ADCC. That's my dream, that I win something and a beautiful woman jumps into my arms. Hey, we're all right there, brother. I wish Trey jump guard like that on me when I won. You win worlds, and I'll do that. I'll go jump out there. I'll pop top 2 and just jump out there. And what do you guys want to watch next? Do you want to watch Andy Varela versus Dieter?
They were both in sticky situations. They both got out of sticky
Let me see.
situations. And he just made it work.
Let me pull up. We can watch a couple more things here.
Nice. It was beautiful. This whole match from start to finish was back and forth, and it was just a matter of who got that finish at the end. Gianni did a great job of defending the back here.
I think it might be around like 1:30 that Nathan might be able to call in, so maybe we try to watch a few things up until then. Like I said before, though, the IBJJF Brasileiros Brazilian Nationals is going on right now on Flow, so we could watch that too.
But look at this. Forget points, forget everything. This strangle here was just, look at that, palm to palm. Just
But yeah, shout out Gianni.
pressure. So happy for Gianni. I mean, like I said, everything that he's done in this career,
Brasileiros is going on right now, but I think it's a lot of
Congrats, Gianni and Bodega. That's
masters and stuff right now. I believe Monday the blue belts go, and then it's like Monday blue belts, Tuesday purple, Thursday maybe like brown belts. Friday's also brown belts, and then Saturday, Sunday will be the black belts. So I'm gonna try and stream a lot of that as well. So we'll be kind of doing streams pretty much all week. All right, let me pull up Andy Varela versus Dieter.
All right, looks like we're going to take a look at some of the replays from the Sarah Galvao domination, right? This was completely flawless from Sarah Galvao to send.
What's up? Can you edit that? I haven't seen you. You haven't seen you chatting yet, my boy. Welcome in. Shouts from Pearl BJJ North Austin. Shout out Talons of Texas.
Got her down. Was super relentless. She's on top here. Took the
All right. I'm pulling up the Andy Varela Dieter match. I got it on my 14th and 15th monitors over here. If you guys didn't know, I have 20 monitors set up. It's just a full jiu-jitsu intelligence program going on over here. Just going absolutely nuts with the monitors. Let me pull up Daniel Dieter versus Varela. Let me also get the lack of quad box bummed me out, bro. I know, dude. We were just watching the finals, just a one stream type of vibe. But the quad box will be back soon. We got Brasileiros going on. The quad box is going to be absolutely nuts for Brasileiros. I'm scared of the power of the quad box that's going to go down once it's time to stream some of the Brasileiros action, because that quad box is going to be ludicrous. All right, here we go. Boom. So we got Andy Varela versus Dieter right here. This is one that a lot of people are talking about. We can get this going. What is this? This is in like the quarterfinals, I believe. Or maybe one before the quarters. What a kit. What a kit by Andy Varela, huh? The leopard print, level black. If you guys want to watch more of these matches and everything, obviously the full archives are on FloGrappling.com, so you can get a subscription there and watch all of this as well. Gotta get a little plug in there, you know what I'm saying? Just in time, I came back. I was driving to Open Mat, but I gotta wait 15 minutes. Well, there you go. There you go. Quick little 15 minutes here. Yeah, it was definitely a major upset. Just Cali man, Varela lost. I mean, I don't know if you guys want me spoiling things or not. I don't know if you want to know the results. I know some people already do, but we can watch it and you guys can decide what you think. You can form your own opinions on it. I don't know how much FloGrappling costs, to be honest. Like $30 or something a month, maybe something like that. Like, I don't know for sure. We have monthly and yearly subscriptions though, if you guys want to get in on that. I'm not in the pricing department. I'm in the freaking Black Ops division where we do stuff like these streams, you know? They don't let me decide the prices. All right, I won't spoil it. Look at Reed back there locked in. Reed's locked in. He's getting the shot. My boy locked in, getting the shot for everybody. Shout out Reed. This is my first time watching the match, yeah. All right, Nathan Haddad just texted me and said that he's good to hop on for a minute if I'm still alive. So maybe we watch this, then we get Nathan Haddad to call in. We can watch his semifinal. So far, I obviously haven't been paying the best attention. I'm like texting and stuff, but it just seems like it's been a lot of Andy just kind of like working his passing and top game against Daniel's guard here, but nothing significant going on yet, right? Is there anything I missed? We got a nice ref shot there. Little reset to the middle. Yeah, I mean, so far, like, everyone knows how sick Andy Varela is. No doubt about that. Andy Varela, one of the most exciting grapplers on earth, one of the like best grapplers on earth, to be honest. But so far, like just from watching this, I just feel like Daniel Dieter, shockingly good guard. Like, you know, not saying that he's like winning or anything. Like in my own personal opinion, I don't really know. Like I said, like I don't really like even like I don't like playing the like I'm gonna do my own scorecard thing. It's like, bro, who am I? You know what I mean? Like that's just not a position I want to be in is judging these matches, to be honest. I like playing a lot of roles in the jiu-jitsu community when it comes to media and like, you know, talking about stuff, but like judging is not one of them. That's just not appealing to me. I feel like people really like to give out their opinions on judging, but like I'm not so much that guy. But Daniel, like judging aside, Daniel Dieter's guard does look very impressive. He's got like some Dragon Ball Z hair going on too. He might go Super Saiyan here in a second. Everybody be careful. He might go Super Saiyan. Andy Varela might go Super Saiyan 2, though. Ooh, that's a pretty good little look at a pass. But Dieter gets his guard back. Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to judge, but nice to hear other opinions on it. That is a good point. You know, not talking anything finite, but of course it is always good to just hear other opinions on this stuff. Like so far, it does feel like it's like not much has happened on either side. Andy's had a couple good looks at like an angle for it to start a pass, you know, but then Dieter's quickly gotten his guard back and everything. But it does feel like Andy is like pushing the pace a little more, like pushing the initiations of like trying to attack the guard, as opposed to Dieter, you know, offensively attacking with his guard. Yeah, I guess that's true. He did have the triangle attack early. Now we got a little bit of wrestling. A little ADCC overtime, a little bit of wrestling. In this case, always top guy win. I think there is somewhat of a judging bias for the top player in jiu-jitsu. I don't think it's always the case. Yeah, in ADCC trials, if it goes 6 minutes with 0-0, they then do a 3-minute overtime. So no, if you pull guard in overtime, it's a negative. So you have to wrestle in the overtime. But yeah, there's a 3-minute overtime in ADCC rules. Dieter is kind of initiating some shots there. Andy getting some of his own as well. That little sneaky, that little Fabricio Andre ankle pick right there. Little Ruotolo brothers ankle pick. It looked like Andy almost was going to do a little foot sweep on the way out move, like Owen Livesey style. So that was kind of like, that's where it gets complicated because it's like, that felt like a Dieter initiation off the rib, but then it's like Andy counters it and ends up getting to the back, putting him on the ground where there's not points for a takedown here. But he did kind of like effectively counter and then use it to his own advantage and like a cheeky little like buggy choke variation here. Like I think that's where it gets so complicated. And to keep myself out of trouble, to be honest with you guys, I've like that's one reason I don't want to speak finite about any judging decision or anything, but just the observation of it, of how I get how there's complication, is that it's like when something happens off of the initiation, even if it's countered, I don't fully understand how that's outright judged, you know, because obviously initiation in ADCC rules is one of the biggest criteria. But how do you make sure you're still getting rewarded for like counter grappling? And I know it's like the idea is to favor initiation so that athletes are like more inclined to like push action and to like, you know, like make an exciting match. But there is something to be said about like there are counter grapplers, you know what I mean? A lot of people do counter grapple and get advantageous position off of that. I don't know how long they go in arbitration. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. But then you see like, so the decision comes back out and It is Daniel Dieter who gets the win here. Andy Varela obviously not happy about it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? How would you judge it? I'm not sure. Ooh, a backflip. Sick little backflip. That was cool. Should have done that while the match was going on. Yeah, that was close, but not sure. Robbery, how some are saying. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like it's so complicated whenever you actually get into like the criteria that ADCC lays out there and everything. But let's I'm gonna queue up Nathan Haddad's semifinal against Jaden Groner, one of the sickest matches of the event. And let's get Jaden Groner or Nathan Haddad on the horn. Let's get him on the horn. Let's hear what he has to say about this. I'm gonna try and call him real quick. Let's see if he answers. I'm not trying to dox him real quick. Let me make sure I have his number down. All right, we're calling Nathan Haddad. Yo, Nathan. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
How are you? Yeah, it's super crazy week, huh? You're live right now on the stream.
Let's go. What up, boys?
Yeah, everybody say what's up to Nathan. You were watching earlier? I was talking about how you're coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, checking it out.
For sure. We just watched Andy versus Daniel Dieter. You got any thoughts on that? You want to give any controversial takes or anything? Get you in trouble with ADCC before you head out there?
No, man, I haven't seen the match, so I don't know. I heard it was definitely controversial, but I haven't seen it, so
yeah,
I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't speak on that.
Fair enough. I didn't want to speak on it too much either, to be honest. They kept trying to ask me, like, what do I think of the judge? I was like, bro, I don't give any finite opinions on the judging at ADCC.
Yeah,
like,
I'll leave it to the judges, man. Yeah, that's not my job.
For sure. Well, you know, you say you leave it to the judges, but not always, right? Sometimes you just go ahead and get that submission with 1 second left.
Sometimes when we aren't doing too hot in the points regulation, we gotta send it. So yeah,
for sure. So we have your semifinal against Jada Groner kind of queued up here, and I was gonna watch it here. I don't know what the best way for you to watch along with this is. Let me try to flip this real quick, maybe.
Cool.
All right, can you see that now?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool. You're getting the behind the scenes look at my streaming setup that people don't get.
It's a nice setup.
Yeah. But so obviously it comes out here. Were you hip to Jaden Groner? Have you like crossed paths with him much before and everything?
No, I've never fought him before, but obviously like I kind of got my like semi start into professional jiu-jitsu at PGF. So I always support the boys over there, and I was keeping up with their last season. And I saw he was having some really good performances against really good guys. And, it's one of those things where kind of had an eye on him. I knew he was coming into trials hot. I didn't know how exactly hot he would come into it. I mean, he beat some really good dudes on his way to the semifinals. And, so I kind of had an eye on him, but wasn't quite sure how good he was until we fought here.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of dudes who once they started getting on a roll, it was kind of like, holy shit, there's this like new little batch of guys. And I know you've been at this for so long and you've been doing jiu-jitsu for so long that it's like, I almost feel bad saying that, but it's still kind of like whenever it comes to like something like becoming a trials champion, it's like, whoa, like Nathan really showed out, like really like stamped his name and like made it clear that he does deserve to be here. But I also think a lot of these guys like Jaden, even Daniel Dieter, like all these guys, it was kind of like, especially in your bracket, like, whoa, dude, there's this like new crop of dudes making the semis and everything that's like, this is kind of nuts. It's cool to see. Like I like whenever like something like trials plays out like that, because I think there's some back and forth. People try to be like, oh, ADCC's dead, ADCC's this. I don't know, man. It's still such an incredible place where you can make a name for yourself kind of in 2 days of a tough bracket. But
oh, dude, yeah, I'm 100%. I mean, it's the toughest tournament in the world. I mean, it's such a gauntlet there. Like you do some super fights or whatever, and you have one match, and so you kind of you have time to study the one person or focus up. But I mean, I almost tell people back home, like trials to me reminds me of like an NCAA tournament. Like, it's just, you just never know. And there's so many different variables. You're going to have so many different upsets, and, people kind of zig when they should zag, and matchups make fights. And so it's one of those things where it's really it's almost hard to mentally prepare for trials. Like, I remember the first few years I went, and it's almost overwhelming when you walk in there and you see so many good people. And it's like, on any given day, like 10 of these guys could win this thing. Those who know, they kind of know. And it's a lot of variability out there. So yeah, it's insane.
And so at this point, you were already kind of like catching steam on this like sick run. You had that match with Placido Santos. That was like the first one where I was watching and I was like filming it and everything. And like that match was absolutely nuts. Like, obviously Placido like has a name for like, being in all of John's instructionals and all of that, being with the Kingsway crew, but he is also super sick at jiu-jitsu, probably a little underrated when it comes to like how good
he's a brown belt world champ. Like, he's the man. He's super, super tough. He's got a lot of skills, and he's really well-rounded too, which makes him dangerous.
For sure. And so were you feeling that, like, that momentum going into this semi? Did you kind of like, does it help when you're going on kind of a crazy run like this?
I mean, yes and no. Like, definitely mentally, I felt awesome. Physically, the match with Placido was really, really tough. And I actually came off the mat and like texted my family. I was like, man, I had to like empty the clip there. I have to like recover in these next 20 minutes because my body's really hurting. And I was a little bit worried. Like, I was warming up I had Dieter right after him, and I was warming up for Dieter, and I was like, man, I don't know. Like, we're going to see if I can just move. Like, I felt really tight. And I felt like Dieter kind of matched the pace that I wanted to play in the first 3 minutes, which was really slow. And it kind of got that like lactic acid out of my muscles and like let me get loose again. And then about midway through that match, I started feeling good again. And then after that match, I felt really good. I felt really sharp going into the match with Jaden. Body felt recovered. It kind of was like I don't want to say a warm-up because Dieter is awesome, but it almost got my body loose again.
Yeah, it's kind of like runners talk about getting through that runner's wall, It was like a good match for you to like kind of break through that like lactic acid and the fatigue and everything, and then kind of like come out on the other side and be ready. But
absolutely,
in this match now we're watching, it's 1 minute, 15 seconds left. You're down 6-0. Are you aware that you're down 6-0? How hard is it to know where the points are whenever you're doing this?
Yeah, no, I was aware. He hit a really, really nice like entry to my back. If I remember it right, in the moment at least, I felt like he was trying to enter my legs. I kind of hit a row drag, and I'd seen some of the guys now doing some like almost like a backside 50-50 entry from there.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he was baiting me for the row drag, and I thought like, this looks way too easy. And I sent it hard, and he immediately like caught my leg, and I felt in the moment, and I don't know if maybe he was looking to take my back in the moment, but I felt like in the moment I had an option to like sit and play legs with him or try to bail and see if I could get away real quick. So I turned to bail. He took my back, and he scored right away. And then when I was trying to shake him off, he scored again. So he was able to like get the hook out, get it back in, and put me down 6, which was super, super tricky.
Yeah.
And I just kind of put in my head like, all right, I have to get out. Like, don't get subbed here. Live to fight from the guard. Give yourself a chance. And I definitely knew that time was wavering a little bit, and so I didn't want to be defending my back for like a minute and a half and then get out. I knew I needed some time, and so I really just went for it on that spin and was able to get out and get back to guard, and then started putting some things together.
Yeah, I don't know how well you can see this, but I just like rewinded it and showed that back taking stuff. He definitely looks like he's like kind of like going into the legs and all that, and then just, I mean, he honestly hits like just a super sick back take. Kind of got to give props there.
It was so nice. Oh, dude, it was so nice. Yeah, he's a dog, man. Like, I got to give him all his props. He's a stud, and I feel like we both kind of had similar like. If you even call it a breakout performance, like with PGF, like I was watching him, and I'm a big fan of him as well. He did that really well. And so, yeah, then here it was all just kind of like, I was trying to enter his guard the whole match into like almost like a staple position. And he took my back there, but he played that waiter that we just saw right there like 3 or 4 times. And I'm really good from waiter. Like I feel very confident with my Kimura trap from there. And so actually about that moment, like 10 seconds ago, I felt that I could maybe bait him from waiter right there. If you notice, like he was grabbing my foot on that far side. And so I figured that might be a good chance to get in on the Kimura, because it was so hard to pass his guard here. And so everything now is really just trying to set that Kimura up. And you know, if you see, I put a breakdown on my Instagram where I kind of went through the whole match. But you'll start seeing me here in a second when I enter back in. I actually fed my left leg to him a little bit, and my whole hope was just trying to get him to scoop back underneath. So it'll start winding here. You'll see it, but I get through. There's kind of like the modified headquarters here, like right now. And now I'm just trying to deal with that frame on my chest. So like I'm putting 2 hands on it, because you'll see he pushes me and kind of off balances me. And so I had to step wide. And now watch my left knee. It's all there. So even if you back up like 2 seconds on this.
Yeah.
So I couldn't jump over until his arm went under my leg.
Gotcha.
Right there is when I can go over. And so then once I was able to get over, I was just right on the Kimura. And I'm decent here. I have pretty good finishes there. And he took a bunch of pops. He was really tough. I didn't think he was going to tap. And I was fortunate to get it with literally a second left on the clock.
And then you just go nuts right here, dude.
Yeah, just like completely out of body experience, just full adrenaline. And yeah, it's the best feeling ever.
I mean, yeah, dude, to win your semifinal with 1 second left, down 6, like we were talking about this a little bit, like scoring 6 points in ADCC is kind of insane. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of matches you see somebody up 6-0. And if you do see somebody up 6-0, you're kind of like, oh, somebody must be getting worked. You know what I mean? Like somebody's getting owned. They're going to lose the guy who's up 6. And to get the submission with 1 second left, I thought that was one of the most incredible moments of the whole tournament. And then obviously you carried that into the final against Ryan Akin. Like, I would say it's not like controversial to say Ryan Akin was the favorite going into that bracket, you know? And so now
100%.
you have a crazy match. We watched that one earlier against Ryan Akin, but I guess I don't want to ask you too many things, because you're going to come on the show Monday and I want to dive into, you know,
talk to you guys
yeah,
then.
it's going to be sick, dude. We're going to dive into, you know, your whole story. We'll rewatch this and get you to do another good breakdown and all that. And then
Awesome.
hopefully some other stuff. But I guess before you go, anything you want to say to the chat or anything? Tell them to follow you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. It's been insane, like the amount of messages and stuff that I've gotten, and I'm trying to reply to every single one of them, because it's not lost on me. It means a lot to have you guys supporting me. And yeah, if you want to check out my Instagram, it's just my name, Nathan Haddad. And then I have a YouTube channel as well, Core Pro BJJ. It's kind of where I do all my online coaching. It's been pretty sick. I got a little over 200 members on that site right now. And so it's kind of a fun place for me to be able to break down my jiu-jitsu and show people what I got.
Well, awesome, bro. Everybody in the chat, make sure and go follow Nathan, you know, show him some love, get on that YouTube channel. I saw that breakdown. The breakdown was sick. And yeah, man, I'm excited to have you on. It's clear, like, you're very knowledgeable. It's like the way you speak about it, it gets me excited to do this show with you and everything. So
Yeah, man, I'm excited to tell you guys my story. I think it's a cool one, and I'm just super pumped to be able to talk to you guys. So we'll see you guys Monday.
yeah, see you then, bro. I'll text you with some more details and everything, but I look forward to it.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you so much.
See ya. All right, there we go. We had Nathan Haddad on the stream. That was pretty sick. A couple of little FaceTime little call-ins, you know. Maybe we'll try to make that a thing. Get the boys to call in and everything when we're talking about stuff. So, what did you guys think of that? You guys enjoy that? You guys like that? Nathan obviously seems like a super smart dude. Like hearing him talk about that match, kind of breaking down how he was baiting that and everything. Like that was sick. So can you edit that? So that was sick as hell. Thank you for the breakdown, Nathan. So thought it was just a lucky instinct, but that's sick. He set it up. Yeah, for sure, dude. There's always so much nuance and so many like little fights going on in jiu-jitsu that really is what makes it so incredible. So, but you know, I think we had a good time today. You know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We watched all the finals, watched Daniel Dieter versus Andy Varela. We watched Nathan Haddad versus Jaden Groner. And I I think the next live stream, if you guys enjoy the live streams, the next one I'm going to do is for Brasileiros, probably Monday. I think the blue belts are going Monday. We got to go film that show with Nathan in the office, and then maybe afterwards I'll try to get on for kind of like the later parts of the blue belt day of Brasileiros. But then basically all week I'm gonna try and at least stream a couple hours every day, watching all the color belts, and then ultimately the black belts at the IBJJF Brazilian National. So we've been all in on the no-gi stuff. You know, we've been having a good time out there at trials, but now it's time to lock back in on the gi and see some gi jiu-jitsu. I love both gi and no gi, so it's cool that, you know, we get to watch all these events. There's so much good stuff going on in jiu-jitsu, and yeah, we'll be back watching the gi in the next stream. But make sure you guys tune into the FloGrappling show Monday. Like I said, it'll be out on the FloGrappling YouTube around 4 p.m. And Nathan will be on there. Hopefully we'll get to do some other stuff with him. So super cool talking to him. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you guys for watching. You the GOAT, Trey. Thanks. Nah, you guys are the GOAT. See you, Michael. Thanks for tuning in to the Sainz brothers. Shout out Michael, Tristan, and Kyle, Chingy, Mama and Papa Sainz. They called in earlier. So all you guys, you know, I couldn't do this without you guys. Obviously, you guys watching is what makes it possible. So I'm always appreciative for everybody who tunes in. And, you know, I'll see you guys in the next live stream.